Yo. Yo, yo, yo. What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? What's up? Yo. Ooh. I've been sweating. I've been setting up I have a new light, and it has like a huge diffuser. So I've been setting it up for the past like 30-45 minutes, and it's still not perfectly set up. But I realized it's time for a stream, and I've been sweating for the last second. But here we are. We made it in time. I'm gonna set it up after the stream a bit more. But yeah, it is an early stream today. Or at least a bit earlier than usual, about an hour earlier. I had some time, so I was like, you know what, might as well. And I might also wrap up a bit earlier when it comes to the actual time, so that I can take some time to finish setting everything up here. Looks good enough. Yeah, it's right now it's like focused directly onto the setup instead of like directly on me. I didn't account for how much a big diffuser actually weighs. What's up, guys? Because it's like a 120 centimeter diffuser, so it weighs so much, and my light stand can't take all the weight, so I have it like, don't worry about it, it's scuffed, but it's gonna work. Anyways, what's up, guys? Let's do the FG Odal daily, and then let's go and look at the new welfare servants. So, since we are doing this, I guess we can go for this. Wow. It is AoE. She's... okay, it's interesting. It is AoE Buster. Wait, it's AoE Buster male. It could be... You know who it could be? It could be... Arjuna Altar. Oh, okay. It's question mark. Lawful good and evil. Interesting. Question mark. So there's Dion. There's Canis. There is Astolfo. There is... What's Astolfo? No, Astolfo Saber, I'm pretty sure is still human, right? Yeah, I think so. Who else is a question mark? Oh, I guess let's go through them. Question mark. Question mark. Question mark. Question mark. And it's not a berserker, not an assassin. I don't think it's anyone here. Hasten Lobo, I'm pretty sure is male, and it's a 4-star. Who could it be? Wait, wasn't there a caster who would be considered a question mark? Wait, who am I thinking of? Maybe not. No, Izumo Okuni is definitely female, right? Is Lancer Canis ever a 5-star? They could be. Let me try it. They're not. It is Earth though, and it is obviously question mark. What's Buster Astolfo? I thought it was quick, but it could be, wait. Or Buster, did I say Buster? I meant, Saber's Alpha. It is quick. And it's not any of these classes. Raida. Rider's Alpha is a 4-star. Rider Canis is a 4-star. Yeah, right? Wait, what if I'm wrong? Okay. Are there more Canises? No. It's not a Rider either. It's not Mesh, it's not a Saber. Ruler? I mean, I'm gonna guess that Io is female, even though I'm pretty sure isn't Io a moon? So, is a moon actually female? I'm gonna guess she is. She looks like she would be. I'm pretty sure this is female as well. It's not a Lancer. Coronar? Jack the Mollet, I'm pretty sure is female. Yeah, she is. Koyan... Hokusai. Is Hokusai considered a female? It's not Buster though. Okay, it's not Buster. Female. I actually don't know. Esther? Wait, let me go from the bottom up. Female. Who here could be genderless? I guess I'm pretty sure Nursery Rhyme is still considered female even though it's a book. Are they Kokten? I'm pretty sure the Kokten are quick though. Even if they wouldn't, but also they're probably female, but I'm pretty sure they're quick as well. I don't think it's anyone here. No one here actually fits the bill, I don't think. Izman Okoni is also quick. It's not a Zerker. Let me find out the class though. It could be an archer or alter ego. I don't know. Maybe it's this, because I actually don't know what this thing's gender is. Male. And it's not an archer. So it's probably a caster then. Cersei is a female, right? Yeah. Female. 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 Female, female. Let me click that Kokten just to do a class check. It's not a caster. Oh, the Kokten are a 4-star. I didn't know that. Okay, also they are considered female. You think it's any of... Wait, did we do all 7 of the main classes? Yep. So it's one of the extra classes. She's Beast, so it wouldn't be this, right? No, it wouldn't be her. She is Buster AoE though, but she would be Beast, right? Also, it is a female. It's not Melt. Octasoji, there's no way Octasoji is not female. Same with like Passion Lip, Kiara, Chitonai, maybe Bunyan, but I'm pretty sure isn't Super Bunyan a 4? Or it's not even a 4-star, isn't it like a 1-star or something? It's not a 5-star. 4-star, I think, 3-star. Avenger? It could be an Avenger. No. Nobunaga, Demon King Nobunaga. I'm pretty sure all the Nobus or all the Nobunagas are female. Dante's is male. Ranmaru X? I'm pretty sure Ranmaru X is a 4-star. Nito Alter? Surely Nito Alter is a female. Tyra. Actually, isn't Tyra question mark? I thought I had it for a second. What is that? An Avenger then? Wait, did I skip Avenger? I did. Avengers at the top. Who is it? It's not Speechstar. Nito Alter. It could be Nito Alter. For some reason. No. I don't know these Avengers, I'm gonna be honest. Nobu? Oh, it is Nobunaga. I thought Nobunaga was female. Okay, anyways, what's up, guys? That was an intro. Doman is also genderless? Early stream? Yeah, a bit of an earlier one. 1 hour earlier than usual. Hello. Hello, everyone. Hello. So, we have a few things to do today. There is a new welfare going on. So, I want to buy up Grey because I watched the quintessential episode of Case Files where Grey shows her Rongominiat, so now she's no longer a spoiler. And I have not tried out Grey a single time yet because she was considered a spoiler up until yesterday for me. So Nobu's Ascension 1 and 3 is female while Ascension 2 is explicitly male. Wow, that's kind of wild. Great. Now we need to get it here. Hey. Who is that, Reina? Yeah, it's with the Reina. Yeah, and Daisuke Ono voices ad. Which is insane. What's up, Rio? What does she even do? Rongominiad. Heavy damage, decrease quick card resistance. What? Okay, buster card resistance for all enemies. Okay. Quick buster. MP up. Essentially, I saw that, Robert. I'm gonna check it out before we go into the story as well. Yo, what's up, Luna? Hello. Wait, what is she again? Assassin. Yes. Correct. And nope. Double me up. Nope. Yo, what's up, Zeno? Yep, looking the same.
それでも力は増してますので精一杯頑張ります。
Quick card resistant buster card apply invincible for yourself. Okay, interesting. Oh, come on. We need to get the super success. Here we go. This one. This is it. This one. It's not this one. I don't know. I don't want to overflow it. Another 5-star is gonna be too much. This. I might not have enough QP actually. Actually, I should be able to like fully level her. Her skills though are gonna be a different story. What's... well, she still looks the same. Wait. Yep. We can switch it up a bit. Great. Yeah, what's up, Kyle? Double. Double. Super. Super success. Come on. If not 10-10-10 useless. Oh, here we go. Super success on this one. Saved me 1 EXP thingy. Survey says. Come on. Bop. Bro. Welfares don't change? No! MP gauge, debuff resist for yourself. 3 turns. Okay. Okay. Come on. Super success. Please. Yes. Here we go. Now we're getting them. 2 in a row, baby. Bop. Nice. With the full Artoria hairstyle. Yeah, I gotcha. Thanks, Ed. Rank up quest, Grey unlocked. Well, I'm gonna do that. It's just a rank up quest, so I'm gonna do it off stream. I'm not gonna use her for right now until I level her up a bit. I'm gonna use a support Grey. I'm just gonna level her to 80 here. Real fast, and then hey, another super success. 3 of the last 4 were super successes. That's not bad. Let me also give her... Max out her... I didn't collect them. Let me do this. Matt doesn't like to use servants that don't do big numbers. Exactly. Exactly. That now you're catching my drift. Ooh, a bunch of missions. That Fujino banner looks juicy. Ah yes, the copyright banner. You love to see it. Okay, I think that's about it for now. As I said, I'm gonna level her off stream and stuff like that because that's tedious. So let's just go into the actual story and... oh wait, actually, yeah, let me check out what you sent me, Robert. Before I forget. Where is this gonna open up? Surely. Wait, how do I do it so that it doesn't open, like leak something? Copy link, that's it. Okay. Am I leaking something here? Let me make sure before I show you guys anything. I think we're chilling. Let's watch this. There's also the Fujino trial quest for 1 ticket in Caldia Gate. I did see that, but I didn't watch it or didn't play it yet. What's this? FGO Kondo Isami. This is the one. It's the Yone guy. I see. It's gonna be loud. Why is the... Ew. Okay, thank you. Just don't forget to do it before it goes away. Is it something that I should do on stream or nah? Nah? Okay. What the hell is this enemy though? It's oh, it's also one of the new ones, right? One of the new servants. I remember her. She's like the kind of like looks like, reminds me of Sei a bit, a tiny bit. Let's see. Ooh, okay. All the Shinsengumi? Yeah. Okuta Soji is a Shinsengumi, I didn't know that. Sick! That's kinda cool. Yo, what's up, Ignacio? Hello. That's a lot of buffs. Holy. It didn't? I don't know anything about the Shinsengumi. I don't know what exactly it is and stuff like that. I just know I've heard the name before. That's about it. So and pop, sick. He's a saber, alright? Yeah. He's the most saber ever. Okay, that's cool. I think that's about all we need to see. That's cool. Those are cool animations. He's kind of like Jason, but cool. In his MP. That's badass. Secret JP Police Organization. Oh, I see. I see. Okay, let's go into... I think that's about it. Let's go into LB1 now. I think it's time. Shinsengumi are pretty minor, to be fair. The police of the shogunate during the Tokugawa period. Okay. Cool. Let's go. Section 2. Oh, this is only 2 arrows, though. And I believe the first boss is Section 3. Oh, finally we're getting this. We're getting the bullet casings that I needed for my Xiangyu. But my Xiangyu, wait, real fast before we go. I just leveled my Xiangyu up. I used a bunch of tickets to get my bullet casings for Xiangyu. And now he's 6, 8, 10, 6. So I don't need the bullet casings anymore. Anyways, let's go. Okay, Yaga. Lostbelt. Yaga. We only played 2 arrows. You guys did say that it's very front heavy when it comes to the story. LB1. And that later down the line it's gonna be a bit less long each arrow in each section. There are a lot more people. I mean, Yaga here than I thought there'd be. Huh? What was that sound? Let's go check it out. Understood. Let's try to keep out of sight. Hold it! What do you think you're doing? There's no possible way anything good can come out of this. Holmes, Da Vinci, are you completely oblivious to the concept of risk management? What's the matter? According to the memories I possess, that's how they always do things. Like they say, knowing what the right thing to do and actually doing it are 2 different things. Let's go. It looks like someone's handing out food. They're suddenly all lining up for something. Oh no, it's gonna be Koyan. Yup. Hello again, my little Yaga. Congratulations on making it another day in your miserable lives. It's so sad, isn't it? No matter how hard you work, you can never save enough to live on, or hope to move up in the world. But don't worry, your cute little guardian angel is there to help you all survive this horribly dark, dreadful blizzard. Don't be shy. Come on up and take a gander at my goods. There's nothing NFF services can provide, whether it's food, medical equipment, or even prohibited goods like alcohol. That's... That voice! The one positively dripping with honey atop ice cream atop even more honey. Both of you, hide! Watch from as far away as possible. Do not approach under any circumstances, not unless you want to get ensnared in a honey trap like I was. That's the most convincing thing he's ever said. Welcome to TV Koyanskaya's Honey Kitchen, now open for business. Hello and good day, all you lovely customers. I do appreciate your knowingly patronizing my little cruel establishment. Oh yes, I know all about how hard it is being a Yaga. You have very hardy bodies. So hardy, in fact, that you're practically immortal. But the trade-off is that you burn through calories at a tremendous rate. Really, you will die so comically quickly if you aren't eating about 10 times the food a good old-fashioned human would. You might say that Yaga traded the ability to survive extreme cold for truly shoddy energy efficiency. At any rate, if you don't get enough calories here in Russia, you'll soon end up a Yaga sickle. But fortunately, I've come all the way from Yaga Moscow to help you survive. Now, come on, don't be shy. Empty your wallets and prostrate yourself before your savior goddess. Heart. So the human's back again, huh? Damn it. How dare she mock us like that? Hey, shut your damn mouth. Do you want her to start making us jump through impossible hoops again? At least pretend like you're grateful to her. Yeah, her methods aside, at least she's helping us. Hi, Miss Koyanskaya. I'd like to buy some food, please. Is everything okay, Miss Koyanskaya? How sad. How truly, truly sad. You Yaga must have piroshki for brains. How could you possibly forget the proper way to address your owner? It's Mistress Koyanskaya, peons. Owner. I swear, your minds are as frail as your bodies are ugly. Damn! Your minds are as frail as your bodies are ugly. You're completely lacking in tact. I have not a shred of decorum. Yo, what's up, Kev? What an achingly dull world you ended up with. I don't know what your leader was thinking, combining humans with animals. Now you lost the innocence of the latter and the brains of the former. Jesus Christ, she's going off. All you've managed to do is cancel out the good bits of either half of you.
And you have the gall to call yourself a new species just because you can barely eke out an existence here. What a joke.
How many days until we finish LB1? To be fair, I think when it comes to the actual length of LB1, it should be about the same length as Babylonia, and Babylonia took us 9 streams. I went and checked, but those streams were pretty long, so this should take probably anywhere between 10 to 15 streams, probably. What was that? Hey you! I don't care if you're one of the Tsar's personal guard. Nobody talks about us like that and gets away with it. Oh, she's voiced by Sinja Seo? Nice. The Tsar himself came up with the demonic beast transformation policy. The only ones who would criticize it are treated as rebel. No way! Oh, here they are. What?
See what happens when you oppose me? So sorry about that, my little Yaga. My oprichniki are special, you see. You're a type that reacts instantly if I get just the teeniest bit upset, so be sure you watch your language.
But Miss Koyanskaya, just now, you were the one who was...
Oh? Do my ears deceive me? Or are you the second brave moron with the death wish of the day?
No, I'm not. Forgive me, Mistress Koyanskaya.
There we go. I knew you could do it. Now, let's get down to business. Since your food shortage problems keeps getting worse, I made sure to bring twice as much as last time. Go ahead and load up on anything you like. There's plenty to go around.
Oh, alright, as long as we can get more Huh? What's with these prices?
Ah yes, one cut of creature shoulder meat. That'll be 500,000 rubles, please.
500,000? That's 3 times more expensive than last time, and you couldn't even afford the prices back then. This isn't helping us at all. It used to be... As long as we obeyed the Tsar's laws, he'd provide us with the minimum amount of food we needed to get by. But now we have to trade everything we've got down to our furniture. And that wasn't bad enough. The prices keep going up every damn time. You're bleeding us dry for everything we've got. Why are you torturing us like this?
Oh my, I don't like the sound of that. Is that an incipient riot I smell? Well, as a Tsar's personal guard, I guess I'd better do something about that, hadn't I? Perhaps we can try another way of resolving the food shortages then.
Oh damn. Wait, please. We're not looking for trouble. It's just with prices like this, you might as well be telling us to die. Could you at least put them back to what they were last time? That way, we should just be able to pay. Please, Mrs. Koyanskaya, I'm begging you.
I wish I could help you, now that you're finally wising up a bit. But I can't. Sorry. What you see is what you get. Prices may go up, but they never go down. That's NFF Services' most sacred rule. Besides, you aren't really incapable of paying, right? I know you've still got room to fall back on.
Room 2? I promise we don't. That's all we...
Don't be silly. You still got plenty to work with. You've stamina to waste arguing with me. You've got plenty of nerve letting the rebels remain at large. You've got a friend right there next to you. One with just as much money to spare. Isn't the Yaga a way to take from the weak? Besides, I said it myself earlier. There's more than one way to resolve a food shortage.
Huh? So that's the way it is. Since you're telling us this, and you're one of the Tsar's personal guards, if I go along with it, I won't get in trouble.
Nope, I couldn't care less about silly ethical concerns you pathetic little things might have.
Huh? Hey, don't tell me you're just giving up. Come on, give it a piece of your... Oh, you're dead. You are dead. Don't worry, I'm not. Let's go get us some food together. You, me, and your money. Ching. Yep. It's just inciting killing in between the villages. Nice. She's just having fun.
At least we've avoided being spotted. Koyanskaya just left with the wagon. Along with the Yaga who collapsed when their friends struck them in the head.
Mash, delivery man, neither of you looks or sounds particularly happy about that. Tell me what happened, as briefly as possible. Broad strokes will suffice. Nice.
Koyanskaya, the woman who attacked Kaldia, was distributing food to the townspeople. But it looked like she was charging the highest prices high enough that she was really just extorting them. Eventually, the Yaga started arguing with her about the prices, and then a fight broke out among them, and only half of the Yaga there ended up receiving food. I think the other half were probably...
Killed by their friends. Do you mean the ones who acquired food and did so by stealing their friends' money? Correct. Even if she was attempting to reduce their numbers, that is a needlessly cruel way to do so. No, I think she's just having fun with this, honestly. I think she likes the, she has a bit of a power trip. I suppose culling half their population will help the remaining Yaga, as there are fewer mouths to feed, but... Hey, spare me your cold-blooded analysis. The point is that Koyanskaya is a demon dressed as a woman. Delivermat, as of right now, you have no means of fighting back. Had Koyanskaya seen you just now, you would be dead, just like I would be. Of course, in my case, I turned a few of the opportunity into goo with my Golf Punch Magecraft. But at third rate, no, a pale imitation of a mage like yourself would have no chance. Lucky for you, you had some shadows to cover in. That suited you far better than a mage's outfit. In that sense, you did well. I understand how you must feel, so you did well to stay out of sight regardless.
Director Kordov?
Still, what a wretched stroke of luck to learn that Koyanskaya is here in Russia as well.
I'll say. And on top of that, she's a servant. These magical energy readings don't lie. She must have been concealing that in Chaldea, but she obviously isn't bothering to hear. She must be working for Kirshtaria, for the Crypters. So, that priest is most likely a servant as well, since he was clearly there as Koyanskaya's equal.
Ooh. Okay, the OST.
Nonetheless. What is it, Mr. Holmes? Are you concerned by the astounding lack of judgment that Mr. Kordov showed by unwittingly bringing both Koyanskaya and Father Kotomina to Chaldea?
Yep. I'll have you know, I'm the greatest victim in all of this. Have you not a shred of consideration? Delivery man, what have you been teaching your charge that makes her think it's okay to talk back to her superiors? That she said it with such a straight face only makes it all the more painful. Can you make it a bit louder? Also, someone asked if there will be a new El Meloy episode coming today. Wait, today is Monday, right? No El Meloy episode today. The El Meloy episodes are Thursday. Wait, I'm trying to remember. Thursday, Friday, Sunday, right? I think. But there will be a new schedule coming out. I haven't fully penciled in the schedule. There will be a new schedule where I might reorganize some of the episodes and stuff like that coming out towards the end of the week. So, yeah, I will post it on my YouTube on the community tab. But I'm not sure how it's gonna look like just yet. It's gonna remain 3 episodes a week for Case Files, obviously, but it might change some of the days, depending on the new seasonal anime. But no, Thursday is the next MLO episode, as of right now.
In Koyanskaya's case, you're quite right, Miss Kyrielite.
What's up, team?
Gordolf was undoubtedly lax in his vetting, but so too was Koyanskaya's disguise immaculate. But the same cannot be said for Father Kotomine. He was a genuine clergyman, sent in official capacity by the Holy Church. As such, Gordolf has had no advance contact with him, and thus cannot be held liable.
I believe Father Kotomina and Koyanskaya must have first met in person on the boat to Chaldea in the Antarctic. Isn't that right, Director? Also, we don't know about actual Kirei, right? In the FGO universe. Like, is he alive or is he not? Because how weird would it be if there were like 2 Kireis? And then he would be like, yo, actually, I'm the real Kirei. And they would be like, well, send me in, boys. And then the church sends in this Kirei, which is actually a pseudo-servant or alter ego Gregory Rasputin. Isn't that right, Director? Yes, that's right. I'm quite certain he was absent for most of my meetings. In which case, they must have executed their plan via a network we had no means of learning about. We shall need to investigate that soon. Now then. Da Vinci, Mr. Delivery Mat, although untimely. There is something else I must tell you. There's no man by the name of Kotomine Kirei employed by the Holy Church. Oh. Well. Okay. Or at least, there was no one by that name on the 2019 list of the church's clergy. Okay.
Really? Does that mean the name Kotomine Kirei is made up?
No. Someone by that name did in fact exist at one time. However, according to Chaldea's records, Kotomine Kirei died in Japan in 2004. Okay, so those events are kind of like the same as the 5th Holy Grail War in the UBW timeline. Okay. Okay. So that must mean that the church then knew that this wasn't the real Kotomine. And they still sent him there? Because they did say that, yeah, sent in official capacity by the Holy Church. He was sent in by the Holy Church. So the Holy Church knew that he was being sent there. Huh, interesting.
So basically he's a zombie? Has that sucker punching backstabber actually been a pseudo-servant all this time? Or maybe he's a servant that's basically a heroic spirit possessing a dead body? Well, is that sort of thing even possible?
I wish I could say for certain that there's no heroic spirit who can be summoned using a dead body as its host. But it's very possible that there are certain heroic spirits who may only be summonable as pseudo-servants using a dead body for a host. Huh. However, this information can at least lay that theory to rest. The Holy Church's report says the following. Kotomine Kirei's body was completely incinerated at the time of his death, making recovery impossible. Okay. In other words, Father Kotomine's body no longer exists, at least not in our world. Then does that mean... That is a possibility, but at this point, that's all it is. We still have far too little information to theorize any further. Interesting. Is it Koyan?
Well, I thought I smelled something delicious. Do I detect some adorable little rats hiding out in this back alley? I do wish I could let you get away, but now that I've found you, I certainly can't do that, now can I? Especially not after Kotomine just told me to squash any repulsive insects I happen to find. Hello, my little Chaldeans. Congratulations on making it back alive. I must applaud your luck and sheer tenacity.
Koyanskaya! Rasputin's fans are surviving being shot. I'm pretty sure that was... It's not like... Or like that's heavily disputed though. Like all of the things of him being poisoned and then surviving and then being shot and then surviving still. I'm pretty sure all of those things were not supported by the autopsy though. I'm pretty sure that was... Like the main theory is that the guy, I forgot his name, but the guy who was part of it, who kind of told like the press all of those details, was kind of like bigging up the story. But it was actually them just shooting him in the back and that's about it.
Master, get back! Ah, look at you, bravely trying to keep your master safe, but you really should know better, Mesh. If you're going to act like you can fight, you'd better be ready for your enemy to call your bluff. Consider your current situation, your abilities, your position. You may be okay with dying yourself, What about the boy behind you? At times like this, the best thing you can do is throw away your pride and roll over like the dog you are.
Yo, Emmanuel, what's up? We'll never roll over for you.
Just kidding. It's hilarious seeing you flailing around about so desperately, delivery man. Luckily for you, I'm still not done with my work for today, and I like to do one job at a time.
Yeah, Nobueko, it is interesting.
So I won't come looking for you until tomorrow. Killing you now would be against my principles. So for today, I'll be generous and let you go off on your merry way. Besides, I expect that you'll make things worse. You'll make things more interesting down the road.
Thanks, ma'am.
After all, it's not fair for Kadok to have all the advantage. We should give you at least something of a fighting chance.
I guess so. Thanks, ma'am.
Mercy destroy Keldia. Now you want to pit Senpai against Kadok and the others?
Calm down, Mesh.
But... That's right. I'm going to have you and the Cryptors kill each other, delivery man.
Oh.
That's what we've been working towards all this time. It would be a huge disappointment if all that build-up were to fizzle out at the very first Cryptor.
We've been working towards. Who's the we then? Okay, interesting.
Good grief. I trust you're listening in, Sherlock Holmes. How could you let them go out without any protection whatsoever? Shouldn't you be way more cautious? If any other servants have been assigned to Russia instead of me, your little journey would be over now.
What?
I never thought I would see an enemy servant concerned for her opposition, although the other servants, you say. Would you mind giving us any more hints while you're at it? What is your true name? Who is your master? How many of you are there? And furthermore, what is this singularity really called?
That's more like it. It's not worth crushing you unless you put up a decent fight.
Oh?
You did put one over me back at Caldia after all. Next time I see you, I'll have to pay you back double. Oh, and unfortunately for you, I won't be offering up any more hints. I've been working my fingers to the bone over the past year to get everything ready.
Interesting.
You'll just have to figure out whatever you don't yet know for yourselves.
Wait, before this actually ends. She said, yeah, it will be a huge before the I'm going to have you and the Cryptors kill each other, deliver mad. That's what we've been working towards all this time. So the servants have been working towards killing all of the masters for some reason, including us and the Cryptors. Okay.
Our leader has come from far, far away and is intentionally staying out of the spotlight right now.
Aren't you a Russian servant?
Oh, that? You mean you can't tell? Just because I'm your enemy doesn't mean I'm an ally to Russia, to Kadok Zemlupus. In the end, the Yaga are another branch of human evolution. That makes them very much an object of hatred for me. So I exploit them as brutally and thoroughly as I can. It's my life's work. I enjoy it and take it seriously. Besides, the whole notion of a societal structure that exploits the poor was something you humans came up with, wasn't it? Oh, but violence is bad. We don't want that now, do we? I may have made use of military force back at Caldia, but only because I had no other choice. Normally, I wouldn't resort to such barbarism. If I'd had a year or so to carry all this out, I would have made sure you all ended up killing each other much more peacefully. Resorting to something as brutish as violence to destroy what you detest is the height of human folly. Your kind brought destruction upon your own heads. I have no plans to stoop to your level. So, there you have it. I won't lay a finger on you.
Okay, so she detests humans and wants to kill all humans. That could be... and everything like associated to humans. So that could be the reason why she's killing or trying to kill all the cryptors and us. But who's the we then? I wonder who, yeah, the we is that she's talking about. And it seems like in every single one of the Lostbelts, there are like these we, because they're talking about killing all the cryptors, like across all of the Lostbelts. Interesting.
I've already fulfilled His Imperial Majesty, even the Terrible's request to eliminate the biggest threat, Chaldeus.
Yeah, and also obviously the this leader they're talking about is obviously not even the Terrible. It's probably the foreign god, maybe. They've come from far, far away. The foreign god, maybe. And if the foreign god would be working with them, that would mean that the foreign god would be using the cryptors. Yeah, to eliminate them or something. I don't know. That's just theories, though. And their biggest threat is Chaldeus. Okay.
Controlling the Oprichniki now is just a bit of after-sales service. If you're going to fight the scripter, I'll let him command the Oprichniki instead. So you're saying you have no intention of fighting us here because we're completely powerless? Yet you're going to let us go because we're not worth your time? That's right. Nice to see you finally understand, Mesh. I'm impressed you were able to face the facts you really didn't want to. So I'll tell you what, in honor of that show of earnestness and loyalty, I really will let you off the hook this time. Should be told, I was planning to gobble you both up right after you'd let your guard down. Wait. That's it. That's the way, Mesh, delivery mat. Don't fight an opponent you can't beat. That's the first law of the jungle. Since you're such a smart boys and girls, I'll go ahead and make you a promise. If you manage to survive Russia, I'll be sure to come see you again. When I do, we can hash things out, mano a mano.
Mano a mano?
Keep on scurrying around, like the little rats you are until then, okay? I'm an advisor to the cryptors, you see. As long as you keep on your little journey, we will meet again.
The cryptors, not the cryptor. Okay, that's interesting how that... I would assume that every single one of the cryptors is kind of like separate and doing their own thing with their own, like, completely separate servants, but no. Advisor to the cryptors. In plural. Interesting. Oh, I love this OST, man. This OST is so good.
Enemy servant. Is this really the energy signature of a servant? Regardless, I've lost that wicked magical energy signature. I'm sorry, Master. I wanted to do something about her, but I couldn't.
It's okay, Mash. I couldn't do anything either.
I know, but, well, now that I've calmed down, I have so many questions. Why did she reveal herself to us?
Maybe it's a warning? Maybe it's for exposition.
What was that scream?
This is very bad. I understand how angry you both must be on seeing Chaldea's destructor, but I need you both calm. It seems things have taken a turn for the worse in town. Make your way back to Patxi's house immediately and mind your surroundings.
Understood. Okay, Master. Let's keep out of sight.
Please forgive me, O Light of the Tsar. Everyone in this town is a good, upstanding Yaga who loves and worships the Tsar. Nobody here would ever think of defying him. I admit that my brother tried to join the rebel army, and you Oprichniki executed him for that. But that has nothing to do with me, and I don't know anything about any mage.
Glory to the Tsar. Glory to the Tsar. As his servants, it is our job to crush the seeds of rebellion quickly, before they can take root. Therefore, we have confiscated, that's it, Wait. Therefore, we have confiscated your belongings and burned down your house. This is the fate of all who would oppose the emergency prerogative. You can't be serious. We will ask the questions. Where is the mage? I told you, I don't know any mage. Then, that is the proof you do not fully understand the glory of the Tsar. Break him. Kill him. No, please, I'm begging you.
Master,
Wait, I know someone. I know someone who defies the Tsar. His name is Patxi. Well, he's fucked. Patxi, no!
Come to think of it, they did seem to be treating him a bit strangely.
Yeah, true. Nobody liked him in this village.
And there's something shady about him. And his father was killed for defying you guys.
He's been real flush lately too. He must be selling information to the rebel army. Oh, okay, interesting. He's the one with the traitorous rebel army.
hey, are you kidding me with this shit? Patxi,
Why did he have to show up now?
who are you calling a traitor?
You! Everyone knows you're with the rebel army. Right, guys?
You bastard.
Now, how do you explain that hall? All the town's hunting grounds are sealed off, but you managed to pay your taxes and still had food to spare. Well, that may be our fault, actually. That's all the proof we need.
Aye.
Oh, alright. I did my part. So long, Patxi. You are a member of the rebel army. You stand in defiance of the Tsar. You lack respect to the Tsar. Those who turn their back on the Tsar's glory will be tortured until they have confessed their sins, then executed. Do not resist.
Oh yeah, watch me.
Shut up. Patxi just openly defied the Tsar.
Ah shit.
At least he tried. Treasonous action confirmed. Normally, you would be eliminated.
You see that? This is what happens when you go flying off the handle without taking a head. Still, I must commend him for his timing. This will be an excellent distraction. Now then, deliver, Matt. I trust you know what to do next.
Save him! Save our boy!
Head to the ley line while the oprichniki are preoccupied with that beast.
I'm ready, master.
Let's go save Patxi. Yeah, turn out the earpiece.
Right.
Huh? Why would you do that? I understand your confusion, Gordov, but this is simply how Chaldea, rolls, as they say. I do hope you'll learn to accept it. Rest assured that endeavors like this are far from fruitless. They may be fraught with risk, but their returns more than make up for it.
That's right. This is the ship we're all on. Besides, this will also help save his life. Alright, delivery man. Grab Patxi and get out of there. If you don't do something, he's gonna keep fighting the oprichniki until they kill him. I think so too. If it comes down to it, then I'll...
It's not gonna come down to that, Mash. Treasonous action confirmed. Normally, you would be eliminated. At the moment, Captain Koyanskaya is handling our actions, our protocol, and our pay. We cannot carry out any executions without her approval. So instead, we will crush your limbs. To neutralize you. Patxi!
What are you guys doing here? I'll explain later. Please, follow us. We know a surefire escape route.
What's with her? She doesn't have any fur, just like Mistress Koyanskaya. Is that the Koldun everyone's been talking about?
What are you?
Rebels have no right to speak. Hold your tongue.
Damn it all.
Let's go, there's too many of them.
You think I don't know? Wait, you guys fought the Oprichniki before, haven't you? Yes, we have. So we know full well how quickly they move. Don't worry. I know we can get away.
Indeed. However, I know that if you follow our suggestion, you will no longer be able to return to this town. If that is acceptable to you, you will have our full support in making your escape. How about it? Why would that matter to him? You saw how other creatures ratted on him. You there, you've been on the outs with this town for some time now, haven't you? Surely you can't possibly have any lingering attachments.
His mom! Colluder spotted. The captain must hear of this at once. Requesting authorization for execution.
Damn it. Alright, I'll come with you. Now, hurry up and lead the way, delivery man. You don't want to get shot in the back, do you?
No, we're leaving his mom behind. Oh, his demented mom is being left behind. Oh, 7.
Good. You managed to escape the town. I'm glad to see no one was hurt.
We made it.
Yes, Senpai's plan to knock things over in the alley to slow their pursuit worked wonders.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was like something out of an old Japanese samurai movie. The kind where the hero escapes by periodically stopping to cut down one of the bad guys. Though of course, you see that kind of thing in the London slums all the time too. You think the Oprichniki never tried to shoot you? You probably wouldn't have made it out otherwise. I don't know what happened, but I guess there must have been some sort of mistake in the chain of command.
Indeed. We should all be grateful for this stroke of good luck. For now, I'm afraid you must keep moving. I've put up a beacon at your destination. Miss Kyrielite, would you mind showing Patxi?
Of course. Here, Patxi.
I see. So it's a top-down map of the mountain.
It's hard to tell what's happening with all these bumps.
It's tough to tell. Oh, I get it. It's showing the mountain's elevation changes. That's pretty nice.
That fat light is your destination. Once you arrive at the mountain path, I'd like you to lead the way. A map can only tell you so much, after all. As you are a local, we'll have to place our trust in your knowledge of the region. Naturally, I would like you to avoid any areas where demonic beasts are known to appear, and to remember that we are under pursuit.
Yeah, I get it. Come on, delivery Mash, let's get going. Although, now that I think about it, I get the feeling you guys have been pulling my strings this whole time. A lot of people really hate your guts, don't they?
That they do, especially good, honest people like yourself.
Yeah, I mean, we are a pretty big reason as to why you ended up in this situation. So, yeah, you might be onto something there. Ooh. Oh. Okay.
I don't feel anyone staring daggers into my back anymore. Looks like we finally lost the Oprichniki. Damn it, why does this have to happen to me?
New system? From here on out, I see. Okay.
I'm so sorry. This is all our fault. We didn't know anything about this place, but we still had you take us to your house.
Knock it off. Just forget about that. I wasn't thinking straight either.
This is what I get for jumping at a chance to strike it rich without thinking it through. It's my fault as much as yours, so that makes us even.
There's one thing I still don't get. Why didn't you use me as a decoy and run off when you had the chance? We still haven't returned the favor you did. It is. Are all humans as stupid as you guys? They can get a bit stupider. Times like that, you're supposed to let the other guy take the fall. But you guys just couldn't keep your noses out of it, huh? I mean, it's not like me dying's gonna make any difference to your survival.
Indeed, the Beastman's exactly right. You're nothing but a detective demi-servant and a useless third-rate master. That's why I told you to stay our side instead of getting into fights you can't win.
Don't apologize, I agree. You did. It's right. Patxi's our boy. I like this guy. I don't get it. Why'd you do that? There's nothing in it for you. I only saved you people because I had something to gain from doing it. The Yaga way of life is simple. Only the strong get to eat.
Oh? But surely the weak...
Wait.
Surely the weak serve a purpose as well, by providing meat for the strong to consume. That is typical the law of the jungle. Typically the law of the jungle, after all.
Not for us. For us, the weak aren't even worth eating. Every Yaga knows that. Man, you may just really throw me off my game.
I assure you, most mages would make the same choice with you would under those circumstances. The one there with you now is the odd man out. He's motivated primarily by his emotions, rather than what he stands to gain or lose.
God damn it. Guess I'll just have to lay low in some other town until the opportunity forget about me. Hell, at this point, maybe I really will join the rebel army. Yeah, maybe you should.
The rebel army, I remember hearing them mentioned before. I presume they're a group who takes issue with even the Terrible's reign.
That's right. Word has that they've been around in some form or another for the last 450 years. Sometimes it was nobles fighting. Sometimes it was normal folk who'd run out of food. But whoever it is, it almost always ends with the Oprichniki slaughtering them. Though nowadays, it sounds like they're still putting up a good fight. I also heard a strange rumor about them. Yeah, I remember now. They said the leader's a lady archer who still looks like one of the old humans before Ivan's reign began. Lady Archer who still looks like one of the old humans. So probably a servant? Wait. Archer class servant. Actually don't know. I don't much care for bows myself, though I guess they can work decently against some of the larger demonic beasts.
If she really is a servant, we definitely need to meet with her and see if she can help us. At the very least, she's already fighting even the terrible, so it's safe to assume that our goals are already closely aligned. And if she's a rogue servant, so much the better. Servants can't reach their full potential without a master, after all. If you tempt her with a contract, she might even offer to join us of her own accord.
Okay.
So, there's been a servant summoned here. But it would not seem to be a counteraction on the part of the Holy Grail.
Counter-reaction.
Perhaps this servant was summoned in consequence of our arrival with the proper human history spirit origin graph. Or perhaps she's the last bit of resistance this land, no human history itself, had to offer.
Holmes, something on your mind?
Of course, there's never a moment when my mind is not occupied. And in order for us to truly be able to act here, we must ensure that servant summoning is successful. You should be seeing an area well suited to summoning about now, a cave to be precise.
I see it. It's hard to see in this blizzard, but I think I can make out the cave now. I also hear thunder overhead. I understand it's statistically very unlikely, but I am a bit concerned about us getting struck by lightning. Sorry about that, but I'm glad you made it there in time. That thunder is the mark of some extremely precious energy after all. Okay, delivery man, it's time to fly that kite. Go on, help him, Mesh. Alright. Leave the Leave the flying to me, master.
Let's go.
By the way, Da Vinci, it is safe to fly a kite in a storm like this, right? You sure I'm not going to be electrocuted or anything? Right? Oh. That's not a reassuring response. This is why you really shouldn't work on such short notice. It's way too easy to forget about little details like that.
Lama.
But never mind that now. Come on, get that kite up in the air. Chop chop.
Hold up a minute. Hold up.
Look, Benjamin Franklin did an experiment very similar to this, and he came out just fine.
Well, some of the people who tried to replicate his results weren't so lucky, but you can't do science without breaking a few scientists' eggs. What sort of monstrous servants are you? I've never seen such a hostile working environment. Wait, that's it. I've just had a flash of inspiration. Deliver, Matt. Use your head. If there's a dangerous job to be had, delegate it to someone else. Say, that young guy with you. Perhaps his kind don't mind being zapped with lightning. Bro. Bro.
Are you nuts? I wouldn't last 2 seconds. Lightning's one of the Tsar's most powerful weapons. It fried me like a piece of ketchup bacon.
How dare you question my intelligence, beastman? Think. You've already revolted against that Tsar of yours, haven't you? There's no turning tail and running away now. You need to face reality.
Reality, that's rich coming from a furless bunch of pink-skinned humans and some fairy tale from some fairy tale paradise.
Damn, okay.
It would seem that the lightning here is strong enough to discourage even young Patxi. Alas, we have no alternative. Miss Kyrielite, please connect to the wire. Please connect the wire to the Spirit Origin briefcase. Once that is done, I want you to run as fast as you can while holding the kite horizontally.
Understood. I'll make sure the kite gets airborne. Here goes!
Nice.
The kite has reached the center of the thunderclouds. Activating convergence spell. Now, way to go, Mash.
Good. Continue to keep an eye on the kite, Miss Kyrielite. Mr. Delivermat, remain on standby near the Spirit Origin briefcase. It's crucial for the summon that you be there. This is a force summon. Once one of the heroic spirits you have bonded with has been summoned, they'll convert the lightning into magical energy and use it to form a Spirit Origin. But that alone will not keep them here for very long. If a servant summoned via human magecraft is to remain in this world, they'll need an attractor, a master that can serve as their anchor. Your job is to converse with the servant that appears and form a contract with them immediately.
I wonder who it's gonna be.
What's all this about? Man, that thing's really up there. I swear, I have no idea what these humans are thinking.
Hold it, Holmes. Just because this isn't the Russia we know doesn't mean we can let some commoner witness magecraft being performed. Can't you get that Wolfman to go off somewhere else? Surely you don't want to ruin his life by showing him things he's better off not knowing. I suppose you have a point.
Honestly, big respect to Sherlock Holmes just kind of tolerating all the shit that this guy's saying, Gordolf.
Very well then, I'll speak with him.
He's shooting it like a champ.
Patxi, I'm terribly sorry to ask this of you, but we are able to perform a highly secret ritual here. Would you mind waiting outside the cave until it is complete? Again, I do apologize.
Wait, what?
Okay.
So I'm not good enough to see their secret little ritual, huh? Damn it. They wouldn't even be here now if I hadn't shown them the way. What do I care about rituals?
Patxi, I'm on your side, I agree.
I can smell them.
So they're over here, huh? Is this narration? Most Yaga go their whole lives without even hearing about mages, let alone meeting one. Or is this still Patxi? I think it's still Patxi. I know that mages work with even the Terrible to perform the spell that combined humans and demonic beasts. The one that created us, the Yaga. And I know that if they hadn't turned us into Yaga, we'd probably never have survived the Great Cold Wave. They say that mages are so at work trying all sorts of spells in the hopes that one of them can save the world. Of course, they also say that all the mages were killed when they got on even the Terrible's bad side. All the rumors are so vague as to be damn near worthless. I know that mages exist, but I have no idea what they actually do. I figured that being a mage and all, they'd have so much magical energy that even a Yaga like me could sense it. But as far as I can tell, that delivery mat guy isn't anything special. If he were a Yaga, he'd have been too weak to survive more than a day after being born. Well, thank God I'm not a Yaga then. I have no idea why the Oprichniki would care about him, or any of them. Still, I can't help but think. Maybe he really will end up saving this world. Which is why I can't stand them keeping this ritual thing a secret from me. Not after they've gone and gotten my hopes up like that. I can sense those two humans now, along with a ton of magical energy. Alright then, let's see what this secret ritual is all about. What is that? It was an intricately designed symbol of magecraft, one meant to make miracles possible.
Everything's in place, Master. The Spirit Origin briefcase now has enough charge for a single summon.
The boy extended his right hand and called out loud and clear. My will creates your body. Wait, that's me actually. My will creates your body, and your sword creates my destiny. If you heed the girl's call and obey my will and reason, then answer me. I hereby swear. I embody all that is good in the world. I shall defeat all that is evil in the world. Seventh heaven clad in the three words of power. Come forth from the circle of binding, guardian of the scales. What? Those words bring about genuine miracles. They are an incantation spun in search of bravery and wisdom, all in the service of overcoming any difficulties that may stand in the way. The Fate System. A secret ritual for summoning heroic spirits. Oh my god.
My name is Avicebron. I'm a caster. I come in response to your summon. It would seem though that the circumstances are somewhat unusual. And you over there, are you an enemy?
Ah.
Patxi!
Got a 3-star, exactly.
I thought this might happen. You saw the secret summoning ritual. Cursed fool of a beast. How dare you trample all over my kindness?
Your kindness.
Deliver bad. Order that servant of yours to dispose of the witness. Now, calm yourself, Gordov. Surely there's no need in a world with no mages association. For that matter, even if someone were to see the summoning ritual, I doubt there's anyone in this Russia who could decipher it. Besides, I believe Patsy's understanding our power would, in fact, be to our benefit.
That guy just appeared out of nowhere. Hey, you. Are you human?
I am not. I'm a servant, one who long ago made his mark on history. Thanks to my accomplishments, I ascended to the throne as a heroic spirit. Now I serve this man, for he is my master.
Heroic spirit. Then does that mean you're like even the terrible?
Oh, so our enemy is even the terrible, eh? That's going to be difficult.
I've never seen this heroic spirit before. Well, I've seen him in Apocrypha.
As a result of my summoning, I know all this information my master possesses. That said, it seems there are so many things we have yet to learn about this strange land.
I really don't like the outfit that this Avicebron has.
This version of Avicebron. Now then, where to begin? Before we discuss matters further, why don't I show you what I'm capable of?
Demonic beasts. Damn it, I didn't even notice them following me here.
A word of warning before I fight, my body is frail and weak. I may be the least useful out of all the classes, in the sense that I cannot do anything by myself. But I'm also a miracle worker, so to begin, I would like to show you what manner of miracles I'm capable of performing.
Oh, he can make golems out of nothing.
Now, let us do battle.
He has this outfit in Apocrypha as well. He looks a bit cooler in Apocrypha though. I don't know why. He looks like a clown. It looks like a clown outfit here. In Apocrypha, it didn't look like a clown outfit. It's like his third ascension or something. I see.
Saint Emmanuel.
A1 pictures magic? Maybe, yeah.
Oh, 80.
Look at Adam. Yare yare. Bam. Almost enough. I should have used my Mystic though, and then it would have been easily enough. No, it doesn't matter now. That was incredible. Those stones, they just flattened those creatures like it was nothing.
These are my golems. I'm too weak to fight myself, so my only option is to have them do so on my behalf. Now, Master, we can talk more later. First, I'm going to make this cave into my workshop. That should strengthen our ability to summon, which will in turn allow you to make use of your spirit origin graph. That way, you may call upon the shadows of the servants registered within that briefcase whenever you like. You will, of course, only be able to do so in combat, as this power is sadly quite limited in its scope. Now then, I think I shall rest until the workshop is complete. Master Delivermat, Mash Kyrielite. And Patxi Dayaga, was it? Allow me to introduce myself again. My true name is Avicebron. As you can see, I'm a caster, just a humble maker of golems. But given the circumstances, it would nonetheless seem that I'm just a servant for the job. So you weren't part of the Spirit Origin graph? Mr. Delivermat has never met you before, eh? Then it must have been the land itself crying out for help that brought you here, rather than a bond with him.
We can do that.
It would seem that the existing heroic spirits cannot easily materialize in this world.
No, just one more thing that sets this place apart from a singularity. I guess this is what that magecraft theory was talking about. That can wait. For now, I'm just glad we have a new ally, and one who seems likely to be very helpful at that. Avicebron, given your particular expertise, do you think you might be able to repair the Shadow Border's armor?
Let me see the data.
By all means, go on, give it to me straight.
We'll first need to find the right materials. I should be able to craft a suitable armor plate as long as we have quality ore imbued with magical energy. Ordinarily, such ore is only traded among mages. But I believe we should be able to find some here.
Good answer. Just what I'd expect to hear from the forefather of all golems, and if I leave him in charge of fixing the Shadow Border's armor, Holmes.
Not at all. That would certainly be a great help. Now then, Mr. Delivermat, Miss Kyrielite, Patxi, I believe we should decide on our next course of action, assuming that's alright with you, Gordolf. Oh, of course. I will have the final say, yes?
Naturally.
Da Vinci, I would ask you to continue learning everything you can regarding the materials. For the other matter we discussed, that is.
Okay, I'm on it.
Right. In brief, I believe our next move should be to rendezvous with this rebel army. We now know that its leader is a servant. Moreover, there's a strong chance that they will elect to join us. Given that they oppose even the terrible.
But we don't know where the rebel army is.
I believe Patxi can be of assistance there. You do know where they are, don't you?
Not exactly, but I do know of a few villages that are rumored to have ties with them. Word has they provide them with food, hide them from Oprichniki, that sort of thing.
Then that is where we'll go. That's alright with you, Director. A village where rebels gather. I don't much care for the notion, but then again, I won't have to be the one going there anyway. Very well then, be off with you. Delivermat, I await good news, and a much overdue supply of food. The Shadow Border's reserves are nearly empty, and the state of one's belly has a direct effect on morale. I'm sure you're well aware of this, but the Border's staff are mentally exhausted as well. They have been battling hunger, the cold, and cabin fever for some time now. At least you've been able to walk around outside.
Oh right, I almost forgot about that little problem. But are we sure we can even eat kitchat meat?
We had better be able to eat it. Forget the roast beef now. I'd be happy with a side of bacon. The music family has been practicing alchemy for generations. Even if the meat does contain toxins, rest assured that I can make it edible. I've been stranded alone in snowy mountains countless times before, so I've invented my own spells to turn bad meat good. I can even transform spoiled meat into sirloin. Why else do you think I'm known as Music the Phoenix? What?
Wow, what a useless, totally useful spell. It's definitely a narrow niche, but it's just the one we need right now.
Understood. Okay.
Good. Once the Shadow Border is working again, we should be able to support you in a much more active capacity.
Hey. Hey, gunpowder, baby. Wow, nice and two arrows. Let me get some more water and go pee real fast, and then we're going ahead. Okay. Golem Master. Ooh, okay. It's not a new system yet. It's not the new system yet. Where is Gray? Arrow to boss, by the way. Oh, yeah, that's right. Thank you for reminding me. Gray. I want to try it, Gray. Yeah. Here we go. Wait, what exactly does she do? Attack, special attack, undead, which makes sense. Quick card, buster card, invincible for yourself. MP gauge, debuff resist, and then her ignore invincible, deal heavy damage, decrease quick card and buster card effectiveness. Slightly restore MP gauge for yourself. Ooh, okay. Okay, that's cool. Oh, that's... Oh, my bad. My bad, G. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. Golem Master. Let's go. Runga bunga. Very well done. Very well done. Let us be on our way, Master. I've sealed off and hidden this workshop with boulders. It should be our secret hideout.
It's very well hidden. We can't see it at all anymore. But how are we gonna find it again ourselves?
Not to worry. I set a golem to sense when we draw near and guide us in. Now let's hear it for golems. It's nothing special for a golem keeper like me. Although as a mage, I'm merely second-rate. Now then, let us head for one of the villages said to be aiding the rebel army.
If I may, do be as quick about this as you can.
I know. Anyway, we'll have to pass through another village to get to the one we want. Make sure you stay out of trouble there. It's mostly neutral, but it does lean pro-even.
Oh, that's cool.
Alright, let's get in and get out quickly, before anyone notices how much you guys stand out.
Pro-even.
Hold it. What do you want?
You've got to pay the toll. If you mean to use our village as a shortcut, it's only fair.
That's ridiculous. I'm not paying that.
You're out to join the rebel army, right? You can pay the toll, or I can capture you and deport you. Either way, it's no fur off my snout. Regrettably, we don't have a single ruble to our name at the moment. I do not wish to cause you injury if I can help it. However, if we cannot settle this peacefully... Well, Master, what would you have us do?
Oh, we can kill him? Persuade him, huh? I don't know.
Tell me, are your labor needs being sufficiently met?
Take a good look around. What do you think?
Then, allow me to present you with this.
Nice! A gift! Ah, what is that?
A moving statue of sorts. Powered by magecraft. It's not the most nimble thing, but it can quite capably handle any hard labor you wish to throw at it. And you're just giving it to us for free? Of course not. In exchange, you'll pretend you never saw us and let us be on our way. That way, we can reach our destination unimpeded, and all of you will gain an endless source of free labor. So, do we have a deal?
Smart, smart. Okay.
My, that certainly took a while. I see that village is incapable of picking a side.
I'm surprised you could tell, human. Yeah, that's right. That village is full of Yaga who can't make up their minds.
What do you mean?
They continue to support Ion the Terrible, while also making deals that obviously help the rebel army. They're just trying to survive. Places like that are inevitably seen as enemies by both sides. They end up destroyed when one invades, I guess. Still, given their location, it's likely that they're left with no other choice. They're situated far from the capital and close to the rebel army after all. Can we truly blame them for living their lives the best they can with the meager options available to them? The trick to living a life with one foot in two camps is to throw away all you hold dear and compromise every step of the way. That's a wild statement. While you may never enjoy a better tomorrow, at least you still have the solace of knowing yesterday wasn't too bad. If you cannot do that, but instead constantly flit back and forth, you doom yourself to destruction. I saw it happen to my own family when the political infighting grew especially fierce. Uh-oh, just thinking about it is making me nauseous.
Please try to calm down.
I don't know too much about it myself, but I heard that for a mage, there are few things worse than having their family fall to ruin.
You hit the nail on the head. That village is flitting back and forth. They're scrambling around, trying to make ends meet and getting nowhere fast.
All that aside, that village seemed pretty or very different from the town where you lived, Patxi. It almost felt like something out of the Middle Ages.
True. Yaga Smolensk's building did appear to be a bit more modern.
That's because they were made back in human times.
And those buildings are all over 400 years old?
That's right. They've been patched up over the years, but no one knows how to build like that anymore. The best we can do now is fill in any holes that show up. If we ever had a major earthquake, everything probably come tumbling down like a house of cards.
Much as I would be interested in to learn more about the Yaga civilization, I believe we should set that aside for the moment.
Oh, it's like when you know the Roman roads that they find that they're like completely like still normally operating, or like still completely without any holes and mistakes in them, even though they're like 2000, well not 2000 years old or whatever years old. It's like we can't do it like them anymore. The Romans had built like the roads like no one else can. Yeah. The Romans' concrete secret was discovered recently. That's true, I did see something about that. Their concrete being like enforced by... They added something into the concrete, right?
Right now, our most pressing concern is finding a way to make contact with the rebel army.
You're right, Avicebron. Let's see. What if we start casually dropping words like servant, master, and singularity when we talk to other Yaga?
Always wanted to be a secret agent.
Right?
Well, I think there's also a reason why we don't use that kind of concrete anymore. I don't remember what it is though. But I think there was some kind of reason that... I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a while.
Unfortunately, I don't believe it will be that easy. The rank and file soldiers have most likely never heard of those things. We must also not forget that there are servants on the enemy's side as well as our own. Merely revealing ourselves as master and servant may not be enough to convince the rebels of our intentions. Quite right. As such, we should keep things simple and merely do what we can to demonstrate our desire to join. Tell me, Patxi, do you have any interest in joining the rebel army?
Even the Terrible's been ruling this land with his oprichniki for 450 years now. He's a great Tsar. He's freaking immortal. We've been living in fear of his regime all our lives, but if my only choices now are to curl up and die, or to go down fighting, I'll choose the latter, proudly.
I see. Personally, I would have been satisfied if you were merely willing to pretend to join them, but this should suffice just as well.
Hey, You're the guys who got me mixed up in all this in the first place.
Ah, you have me there.
You sure about this? Yeah, I'm sure. You guys are strong, but there's one of those servant people in the rebel army too, right? So we might just have a fighting chance against the Tsar.
I suppose that the right thing to do here would be to honor your wishes. How much longer are you going to drag this interminable conversation out? If he wants to do it, then let him do it. We need to hurry and repair the shadow border. The Oprichniki could be looking for us, even as we speak.
In that case, why don't we let Patxi go into the village first and meet back up with him later? Sounds great to me. Don't worry, I'll make sure to introduce you guys. After all, you're all I've got to hang my hat on. Okay, just sit tight. Well, I have a bad feeling about this.
Is something bothering you, Master?
Do you regret involving Patxi in this ordeal? I do want to respect his wishes, but there's nothing more you can do now. Sometimes we decide our own fate, and sometimes others decide it for us. Now, we must be patient. Rome was not built in a day, correct? Haha. Rome. That is true for golems as well. Yeah, I was just gonna say, you just built them in like seconds earlier.
Oh, really? Because you sure seem to have been throwing them together by the score in like seconds.
Yeah. That's simply the nature of my magecraft. And trust me, I did not reach this point in a day.
It's starting to get dark. What should we do? It must be okay to enter the village now, right?
Wait, someone's coming. May I ask who you are? You the one Patxi was talking about? That's us. Can you take your hoods off so I can see your faces? I'll be damned. Guess who was telling the truth?
Indeed he was. Incidentally, I'll tell you now that I have no intention of removing my mask. Now, may we ask you something? We have proven to you that we are not Yaga, so why are your comrades still training their firearms on us?
Easy. There's been some rumors going around lately, you see. And they say that even the Terrible is working with a human mage now, one with a human-bodied servant in tow. Sorry, pal, you're not getting any mercy from us.
Well, Master, what would you have us do?
Back of your sword. Yes, that's it. It's been a while.
That'll be difficult, as my golems do not have swords, Master. I jest. I understand your meaning, of course, so I shall do my best to honor your request. Now, let me show you the most well-kept secret among the golems I command. My fair Yaga, while I pledge to do my utmost to restrain myself, I'm afraid that I cannot be held responsible should one of my golems strike you in a particularly vulnerable place. Say your prayers.
Okay, I don't mind the Avicebron actually. I actually kind of like him, but I'm just still not a huge fan of the design.
はい。説も全力を尽くします。私一人になっても。
Let me do this.
ご注文受けたまわりました。アラウンド切り裂きさない。決して旧姓の妖精である以上、すべての巨食を払いましょう。はやたどり着けぬ理想郷、目に映るものすべてを灰に。これがいい。
Well, let's see it.
これでいこう。
Is this 3 turns? 1 turn!
おっと、そういうご命令か。
Thank you, Ed.
墓守の秘宝お見せします。
What are you saying, Robert?
あと封印を解放します。
Let me see this. Let's see it now. First time.
疑似人格停止魔力の収集率規定値を突破第2段階限定解除を開始
Hey.
抜病ロンゴミニアド
Hey. Very similar to the anime one. Sick.
墓守の秘宝
Was that 30?
お見せします。
I think it was 30, right? Actually, yeah, I think it was.
切り裂きはさないこの服装で決して物語を
Was it 20? Oh, that's not a lot then. Damn. That's level 10.
幾度羽は汚れても冬の鳥は雨を越えてその希望は消えはしないホープウィル・キャメロット
I guess she does get some back with her MP.
細かく
Her MP can stand. Damn. A bit less happy than the anime. Well, yeah, obviously. What's the extra attack? Yeah? Yeah? It's a freaking bow? Okay. Go again.
切り裂きます行く古き神秘死にたいよ甘き謎よことごとく無にかいロンゴミニアだお手をどうぞマスターさん
A regular saber gets 20 back with a 30 battery, so she's lesser version as the portrait. I see. Which I still have no idea what that means, but I guess we'll find out. The portrait. And we have a boss. We should check out the new servant Kondo's MP. I'm pretty sure we did, right? At the beginning. If you press her MP, she does the lying grey rave. Nice. Boss. This is the wheel. Wait, let me what's gonna happen? I think it's gonna be a black screen if I press this. Hopefully I don't leak anything here. Yeah, okay, wait, this is a black screen. Let me wait, actually before I click anything, let me make sure I don't this. Ah. Aha. I think we're chilling. New wheel. Survey says... Oh, why is it? It has sounds. I don't want sounds. Yeah, there's a lot happening in this wheel. So FGO will pick up... Nope. Must keep frontline support alive. No switch on support. Great. And then the... Wait. The class is... Nothing new, yes. And the class is... Assassin on Assassin. Okay. Run it back. Great. Okay. What did I just do? Okay, like this. Well, I think the best... Well, I feel like Koyan here is actually lore accurate as well. You know. Oh yeah, Matt, I did already get Grey for now. I just didn't level her, level her skills or anything. Just level 80. Well, I think this is gonna be the play here. And just this team here. Oh wait, actually let me just reorganize it a tiny bit. Let me do something like this. Mesh is fine. I really want to use wait, 1 2 I need Esmates for sure if I want to fully do what I want to do, so that means that I need to I guess this one we can change. It's fine. And then, considering we can't change out Koyan, well, I think it's fine. It's just Koyan that we can change out. So I think Caldea, this one is still the best. I don't think this one is that great, right? Like, compared to, like, this one. Yeah. Bring Hans instead of Eris. I mean, I feel like it's fine. I mean, I could. But also, do I need to? I could, I guess. He is advantageous. Wait, 20, 40... Yeah, that's enough. You can't change frontline at all? Wait, really? Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna do, is it Atlas or is it Arctic? It's probably Atlas. Atlas is probably just better. I think Arctic isn't... Yeah, I don't think Arctic is that great. Yeah, that's fine. Also, it's just Koyan that shouldn't die, right? All of the other ones, it doesn't matter if they die. Stop. Hello there. I take it you're the leader. Wait, it's all frontline? Wait, let me check what the actual wheel said. Keep frontline support alive. It says keep frontline support alive. Okay, so it's just a support. Okay.
I am. And now, I've seen your power for myself. You say you're here to join the rebel army.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
I see, but I cannot trust you. You all look like humans.
Lost 50-50.
In this world, there are only two kinds of people who look like humans. Mages and servants. And that means you are our enemy. Huh? Please, I promise you we're... As you're with the... Are you with the Tsar, or are you not? The answer to that lies in whether you are merciful as well as strong. And so I shall make you a grossly unfair proposal. Fight us without killing us, even as we do our best to kill you.
I see. Well, that is certainly as unfair as you say.
If you have the strength enough to kill us all, then you're no spy. There would be no point in spying on us if you could simply kill us at your leisure, after all.
I guess so. You have a point there, I guess.
But if you're strong enough to kill us and choose to spare our lives, that would prove you're merciful, and that is a kindness only humans possess. That is my offer. You may take it or leave it.
Well, master. Now, what would you have us do? I'll abide by whatever you decide. We're going to find them and we're going to win without killing them. As you wish. This will certainly be difficult, but not impossible. Very well then, let us show her exactly why we're chosen as heroic spirits. That's going right into it, no bullshit. Okay. Fuck, why? Okay, that's fine. I hate multiple wave boss fights. They're so annoying. I'm not even gonna try to... I'm not gonna greed. Because I'm gonna take a lot of damage if I end up greeding here, and it's gonna be awkward, and I don't wanna do that. That's fine. You get extra 8 stars of overcharge. You'll have to see it. I also want to do this to get extra overcharge on it. That's a lot of damage. Okay. I'm 3%, 2% off actually. What's up, Atalante? Oh wait, I actually didn't... I need to get hit here once. On my, Actually no, I don't. I think my skill 1 MP per turn is still up for Mesh. So, she passively gets it. Oh, that's enough to break. Nice. Okay. Damn. Main turning. Yeah, what's up, Kion? First main turn on boss. My count is getting too powerful. These lost belts are gonna be easy. Easy.
Can you go on?
What a Koyan does to a motherfucker. No, I'm sorry. I can't move anymore. I believe he should be alright after a few days rest.
It would seem we have been thoroughly defeated. Very well, we surrender. If we truly had been sent by even the terrible, we should clearly have no chance of victory. But fortunately, it seems you're not with them after all.
Say, your name wouldn't happen to be...
Do excuse me. My name is Atalante. I wield the power of the demonic beast known as the Caledonian Boar.
I see, so you're an altar.
Essentially. But it's not as bad as you might think. I'm guessing my spirit origin always had an affinity for this demonic beast. This made it easy to convince the Yaga that I was on their side.
Boss.
Atalante, do you not remember us? No, I do not. The first thing I remember is finding myself in this land. I believe it was the death throes of this very world that called me here. The real Russia, the one from our world, has been overwritten by a Russia from a different history. It has been 3 months since I was summoned, which is as far back as my memories go. In fact, there's something I would like to ask you as well. What is it? Am I doing the right thing? Am I behaving the way a heroic spirit should?
That's hard to answer. I'm afraid I'm not at all familiar with the no doubt myriad extenuating circumstances surrounding this particular conflict. Two Apocrypha servants? True. What I can say with confidence is that, compared to Russia as we know it, even the Terrible seems to be a most tyrannical leader indeed. And as such, I believe that in standing up to him, you are doing exactly what a heroic spirit should.
Right, good point. I pray that you're right. Anyway, let's return to our stronghold. You can all treat your wounds there. You three can come too. I'll show you the way.
Where's Patxi?
Patxi. That Yaga. Have him restrained for the time being. Is he really with you? Very well. We'll bring him along too. I hope Patxi's alright.
Okay. I thought I was gonna die. Snap out of it, Patxi.
Luck is on your side today, Yaga.
Hey, I'm alive. Looks like you guys are okay too. Man, that was too close for comfort.
Alright, we're off to the stronghold. Stay alert for shadows and familiars.
Not to worry. I'll have one of my drone golems keep watch.
Good. Now, get on your bicons and we'll be on our way.
I'll ride on one of my golems. Would you and Mesh like to do the same? Hell yeah!
I don't suppose I could ride on one too, could I?
By all means. It's no more trouble to make 3 than it is to make 2. Is that it? Oh, that was a pretty fast section compared to the previous one. It was like half an hour for the entire section, a bit less even. Okay. Section 4. I think the next boss is not for a long time. I think it's like section 9 or something. Yeah, 9. Nice. Rebels.
Bum, bum, bum.
Karuma, how are things in the village?
Serumo? Not good, I'm afraid. They've always been treated very badly there, thanks to their connections to us. We've done what we can to help each other out till now, but now things are getting worse. On top of that, the Oprichniki have been even more violent lately. Rumor has it, they even burned some other village to the ground after there was a revolt there. The people there had no choice but to give up that place and move on.
Well, I can't blame them for that. That village only ever existed to serve as a decoy. Still, leaving, a bold decision. I would be surprised if 30, even 20% of them survived the journey.
Maybe not, but 20% surviving is still better than all of them getting massacred by the Oprichniki.
Hey, how do you guys sleep at night?
Huh?
Don't you feel at least a bit guilty about these villagers giving up their lives for you, guys?
You're from one of those villages too, huh? Don't worry, so am I.
Answer the damn question.
Sure, we feel bad about it, but what are we supposed to do? We're fighting a war against even the terrible here. The immortal Tsar, who's been alive for at least 450 years. Who knows how many villages have been sacrificed over the years, or how many innocent Yaga, children included, have lost their lives. But what other choice do we have? I know we're all gonna go to hell for this. And once we get there, V is gonna look at us with those mystic eyes and see every awful thing we've ever done. But before that happens, I want to defeat Ivan the Terrible once and for all, so that my kid can at least grow up in a world without him. And now that the boss, Lady Atalante, has joined us, this is the best chance we might ever have to make that happen. We're gonna spark a revolution, right here in Russia. Revolution's all well and good, but I believe we will need to do something about these demonic beasts first.
Looks that way. All hands, ready your weapons. Alright, Master of Chaldea, Caster Servant. Let's see what you're really capable of. Surely you're not going to let demonic beasts like this get the better of you.
Of course not, Master. I await your orders. What?
破壊する。ステージに核の運命ならば破壊する。政権ばかりではありません。今は聞き届けましょう。的確かと。
So the archer in question was Atalante, who's actually a berserker.
我が記憶の底より湧き出。原初の瞬き。最果ての極光。
Interesting.
サマープールド詰まり。十分楽しんだでしょ。繁栄も動員もそこまでだ。分身の動員、我が目標補足。視線はそのまま。命は壊さない。その文明を粉砕する。トンレイ。
By core.
繁栄も動員もそこまで光より鋭く。神域の技をここに。そうだね。
Go. Go! One-shot it!
最果ての幼いあなたへ。あなたを信じて、あなたを見上げて。今も私は走っています。胸に
It's not
宿
gonna
る
one-shot
星の
its
鼓動。
neutral damage.
ホープビル・キャメロット。
Wait, what? I thought it was a lance. Oh, I'm a berserker. Never mind.
私ともあろうものが予行
This
練
Altera
習
skin
に
is
しては
gorgeous. It's
派
great,
手す
yeah.
ぎたようですね。
Hey, doing all the weeklies. I don't know what I want. Sure. You seem like you could be like, you come from this place, so might as well. You belong here. Hey, I finished skinning them. Well done, Patxi. You can't let the peg golems carry them now. By the way, Atalante, there's something I wish to ask you.
What is it?
If there are any demonic beast materials at the rebel army stronghold, I was hoping you could let us have them.
Of course we have a fair amount stocked up. I'll consider rewarding you with them, depending on how well you work. Okay, we're almost at the hidden tunnel. We still need to pass through it before we arrive at our stronghold, so I'm afraid you'll need to bear with us a little longer. What about the cold? I'm a servant, and they are Yaga, so we have no issue handling it, but the same cannot be true of you. Oh, we're okay. Master has a mystic code designed for extremely cold environments. Good.
Thank you for your concern.
It's not that. I just found it strange that you could endure it, as no ordinary humans could survive this cold.
A swimsuit.
When you get right down to it, I'm but one rather atypical aspect of Atalante, manifesting as a servant. I'm afraid I do not have much in the way of common sense. Anyway, the tunnel is crawling with demonic beasts, but they are weak, hiding here for shelter. We can simply cut our way through them without issue. Master!
Oh, we're here where Musashi's hiding.
Master, we seem to be out of the border's comms range. Comms. Is there a method of using magecraft to see things that are far away? The tunnel must be affecting it. These comms of yours should be fixed once we get out. Just forget about them in the meantime. On a different subject, we've seen a lot of demonic beasts, but I'm surprised we haven't seen any normal animals yet.
Normal animals? Those all went extinct ages ago.
Extinct?
That certainly makes sense if you think about it. There are simply no ordinary animals that could survive such a harsh environment. Add an overwhelmingly dominant species to the mix, and it's no wonder that other animals went extinct. I've heard there used to be much smaller animals centuries ago. They were called cats and dogs, I think.
Cats. Perhaps it has something to do with this form I've been summoned in, but my memories of cats and dogs are all hazy. You're alright, fool.
Boss, I can smell blood. Something's eating a demonic beast, and whatever it is, it's really big. This is bad.
Hold on, servants. Stay back. There is the scent of a demonic boar. Shh. It seems that we can ill afford to linger here. We must kill it quickly. Is that clear?
Got it.
Good. This will be another chance to show me what you are capable of, Delivery Matt.
Damn, these past few arrows have been like very to the point. A lot more snappy than the beginning. Beginning was like set up for the entire world, and now we're going right to the point.
それが私の彩りになればあがくのですね。いい出来です。 ひと夏の交わりましたこの
Back there I missed something? Not much.
気に入りました私の手にすがりつきなさい
Not much.
肉
We're
体
just
の時計を
defeating some boars.
魂この湖サマープールドスマイ 遠慮はいりません見せてみなさい
I should probably save. Everything for next turn.
お呼びですか異論はありません羽のように
But oh come on, you
入
didn't
刀
crit.
します
This one crit though. Let me just use yeah, let me just use my ash here.
ひと夏のたわむ視線はそのままコールアバ我が記憶の底より湧き出る現象をまた
Unless Robert, you may have missed. Did you miss the boss or were you here for it?
サマ
I
ープ
actually don't
ー
know.
ルド詰まり
I don't know when you left.
よしよしシロンは偉いねおいでみんなよろしくねよしよしシロンは
He
偉い
returned
ね
Atalante. That's it.
光を
That's the only thing he missed.
めちゃくちゃにしてあげる待ちわびていましたシロお願い
Shiro! Onegai!
私の中の
Get his ass, Shiro!
力を貸しておふたけしけお気分で楽しめましたかそれはよかった私もとても有意義でした
It seems we find ourselves in possession of an unexpectedly large quantity of meat. Everyone, take as much as you can carry.
I think I'll take some of this earth while I'm at it. This cave is rather a lucky find. All the demonic beasts that inhabit it must have affected the earth's properties. I should be able to make some excellent golems with this. It kind of looks like you're tiling a field. I would say it's closer to pottery. Now, this is great. Now my kid won't have to go hungry. Kid? He mentioned it before. Yeah, my child. What, did you think I was single? Well, I'm not. Damn. Unlucky. I guess we call ourselves the Rebel Army, but there's a lot of Yaga who came here with their families after having their villages erased because they had nowhere else to go. I'm one of them.
Your villages were burned down, huh?
You mean by the Obrichniki?
That's right. Hell, that's how most of us rebel soldiers ended up joining. I'm one of the lucky ones. My whole family made it out alive. Some of the kids here saw their parents murdered right in front of them.
That's horrible. We don't have time for idle chatter. Let's go.
Right, sorry boss. Come on guys, let's get a move on. Okay.
Okay, we're here.
For the record, I don't see anything that looks like it might be attracting us. But just to be safe, I'll set out a few hidden security golems to keep watch. He's so handy.
Ah, it would seem we're back online. Report! Give me a damn report right now! Why'd you go silent for so long? Just what the hell are you doing?
Yes, sir. I'll do my best.
You do it, Mesh.
Master, myself, Avicebron and Patxi are all currently accompanying the rebel army. We're just outside their hideout right now. We'll use this opportunity to regroup and to see if we can acquire the parts we need to repair the border. We'll also see if we can replenish our food stores too. Assuming that's possible anyway. A hidden stronghold, huh? I'm not super familiar with fortress engineering, but I have to say that they seem to have done a good job with this one. It's surrounded by cliffs, making it impossible to invade from the flank or rear, and its gates are equipped with ballistae to handle frontal assaults.
That's the plural of ballista? Ballistae? I did not know that. Oh, have a good one, Kev. All good, all good. Have a good one.
They've even got a barricade in place to defend against the Oprichniki's cavalry. There's no way any enemies could take this place down without significant casualties. I guess they don't call themselves the rebel army for nothing. Open the gate. Open the gate now.
Hey, it's the boss. The boss is back. Open the gate.
Welcome back, boss. Is it just me or are there more of you now?
Yes, there are. I'll explain about them later. We brought back plenty of meat, enough for everyone to eat their fill. Hooray! We've got meat! Thank you, boss! Once you've eaten up, assemble the commanders for a meeting. I'm sorry, Master and Company, but I'm afraid I must ask you to wait in the corner until then.
Actually, we could really use some food too.
Are you sure humans can eat the one piece meat? I suppose you must have a highly skilled cook. Very well. It would be a shame to let the excess go to waste. I'll have 3 kilograms set aside for you.
3 kilos, that's a lot. Okay.
Thank you so much. This is great, Senpai. Everyone will be so happy to hear we have food.
Oh, is it for the entire team? Okay. That's actually not that much then. Okay, that's enough. I would rather not draw too much attention if I can help it. So I would be happy to wait in the corner. I'm happy to wait around for a while too.
Me too. Okay, Master. Or we will take a little break.
Oh. These arrows have been snappy. Like this. Okay.
日本では月の模様を見て
Wow.
ウサギをイメージすると聞きましたが、慣れた頃ほど油断し小さなことからコツコツと。
Manifesto? What? Who's manifesto? Okay, interesting. Only one arrow, no fights. I have a feeling this might be a long one though.
It looks like the Yaga haven't had a chance to eat their fill like this for some time. I'm glad they were willing to share some food share some of this meat with us too. I followed Director Goldolf's advice on how to remove the toxins. Hopefully it turned out okay. How is it, Master?
Not bad at all. You certainly are made of stern stuff, Master.
Heh, you guys are picky, aren't you? Me, I don't care what I eat as long as it fills me up. What is it, kid?
Who's that hairless Yaga?
You mean me? What you looking at, kid?
Are you a ghost? Does it hurt your face not having fur on it?
It's true, I'm a ghost.
Eee! Come on, kid. Get out of here. Gotta say, though, I was expecting the rebel army to be more army-ish. Between all the kids and old folks here, it seems more like a refugee camp than anything.
Right you are, Patxi. As far as I can tell, only 60% of these Yaga are fit for combat at post. The most we could hope for from the remaining is backup, and even that is, at best, a faint hope.
There you are, delivery mat. I see the application is here too.
Applicant, not application.
Let us be perfectly clear about one thing. Yes, our goals are aligned in that we both desire to overthrow even the terrible. But that does not mean that we will be taking orders from you.
I wouldn't expect you to either.
For one thing, we can't hope to take on the opportunity with our respective abilities getting in each other's way. To fight them is to fight the force of nature. However, you are genuinely powerful, and so I would hate to lose that power for our side. So to start, I'd like to see how you do as a reserve corps, as a way of determining your utility. In particular, I have missions which I've been putting off for a long time that require a small, elite team. So far, I've been going out on my own and managing the best I can, but I'm also this army's leader.
We're gonna be going on a side quest.
I don't fear death, but I can't have the entire army shutting down while they wait for me to return. Would you undertake these missions in my stead?
My steed? Pardon me, Miss Atalante. My apologies for interrupting you, and remotely at that. I believe you've heard about us from Mr. Delivery Mat and Miss Kyrielite, but please allow us to introduce ourselves properly. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm a servant just like you, and this is...
Hi there, I'm Leonardo da Vinci. I have my reasons for my spirit origin being in low power mode, but we'll just skip all that for now if you don't mind. Atalante, I'm a servant from proper human history, just like you. Also, I'm a genius, so don't be afraid to ask for help if you've got a tricky problem. That said, there's still a lot we don't know since we only just came to this world. Do you mind if I ask you a question? Child hero, are you altered too? Well, no matter. It would be wrong to refuse a request from a child. What is it you wish to know?
Oh, Atalante, you have no idea how many child heroes there are in Fate.
What can you tell us about that huge tree? From what we've been told, it sounds like it's a fairly recent development. You wouldn't happen to know what it is, would you? You mean the tree that's so large it appears to support the entire world? There's a tree like that in my own mythology, but... No, I doubt the tree and this one have anything to do with one another. I'm sorry to say that I do not know what it is either. However, my spy in Yaga Moscow did tell me one thing.
Oh? What is it?
I suppose it would be wrong to withhold this until you have completed your end of the deal I wish to make.
Wait, it would be wrong to withhold this until you have completed your end of the deal. Okay.
Doing so would only raise your hopes to an unreasonable degree. All we have is a name. A name? Yes. It is called the Tree of Emptiness.
They mentioned this. They mentioned this in the prologue.
I'm told a human-looking court mage was muttering it to himself during a walk around the city.
The human-looking court mage, okay.
Apparently, he said, the Tree of Emptiness still hasn't taken root.
The Tree of Emptiness, eh? It surrounds itself with clouds in lieu of leaves. A cloud tree, if you will. For the time being, I'll see what I can find out about this Tree of Emptiness from our database. I doubt my search will prove fruitful, though.
Do what you wish. Now, what about you? Will you undertake this mission for me?
Yeah, sure, man.
I would never give you an order I believe would be impossible. Patxi, you'll go with them, as they're still unfamiliar with this land. Since you're a hunter, I trust you know how to use a gun.
Does that mean you're gonna let me join?
If that's what you want.
Well, I do have my own grudge against the Opportunity.
A grudge, That alone will not see you to the end of this battle. You must make a choice, and hold to it with all your conviction. Otherwise, This Russian blizzard will swallow you up in an instant.
I know that.
Here's your first mission. I want you to journey to the nearby village and pass out our manifesto.
Okay, I see. Manifesto? What's it say?
We want other Yaga to know that the rebel army exists, that our goal is to overthrow even the terrible and wipe out the Oprichniki.
Okay, I see.
And if possible, we would like their help in procuring food and medicine.
Yeah, that sounds very dangerous.
You got any idea how risky that is? What we're gonna do is... What are you gonna do if one of those Yagas squeals on us?
Should that happen, I want you to handle it however you feel necessary.
Not the most comprehensive of plans, Still, we will need assistance from other villages if we're to campaign in such a vast land.
Now, we would like to make a request of our own. Do you think you can help us procure these?
Nice.
I can get you the demonic beast fangs and golem cores now. Here's what we have from those we killed earlier. You may have them now as an advance for this mission.
What about the rest?
Who do you think we are? We're the rebel army. We never have enough supplies to go around. We can only give you the fangs and the cores because we have little need for them. As for the rest, well, there are cities that have sworn total allegiance to even the terrible. I would like to capture a number of them at some point. If you can help me do that, I'll consider helping you with the rest. Find the rest. How does that sound?
Sounds good to me, let's go with that.
I'm the one calling the shots here, thank you. Everything goes through me first. You do not make decisions for yourself in the field, understand?
Nope.
Well, what is your answer?
I suppose that is acceptable. See that it is done, delivery man.
All that fuss for nothing.
Good. Now that I've marked the villages, I want you to go on the... Wait. Now, I have marked the villages I want you to go to on this map. Make sure you visit all of them.
I'll check them in the shortest routes. I'll check into the shortest routes to reach to each from here.
Thank you, Holmes.
Good, we're finally finding our footing. Now we can start moving forward. How do you think you can stop? Do you think you can stop by the shadow border first? Would like you to bring back the food you just acquired. I'm also told there's something else that needs to be done before we can begin the repairs.
Come on, Master. Let's get going.
How's it moving so fast?
Optimize the golems for speed. I certainly hope that they could move at least this fast. So, this is what real magecraft is like, huh?
Oh, so this is what the real magecraft is like, huh? Damn it. I should have been a mage myself.
I'm afraid it's not that simple, Patxi. Avicebron is one of the most famous Kabbalists in history. It would take at least 10 generations for an ordinary mage to reach this level of magecraft.
Thank you, Mash. But all I did was attempt many different casting experiments to find what I was looking for. What were you looking for? My final goal was to create a golem that would be known as the Primordial Man. A golem that could guide my people in their time of suffering and help them build a new Eden. Regrettably, I did not live long enough to see that wish fulfilled. Still, I'm glad that the knowledge I gained along the way is serving to protect humanity now.
Okay, we're coming up on a village. We better get off these things, or they might spark a riot.
Oh, golems, yeah. A good point. Very well done. I'll disable them for now. What? Oh, the villages. Okay. Those from Chaldea. 6, 7, 8. Okay. Ugh. Even the long arrow was short. Yeah. These arrows have been flying by today. Compared to like the previous ones, the previous streams. We did say it was top heavy. Yeah. Don't worry, we can give you a 1-hour arrow if you want it. I don't mind it. But I do wanna, there's a part of me that does want to get through this as fast as possible so we can actually catch up to the Ptolemy event.
This is the first village on our list. Get your hoods on and follow me, just like we discussed.
Understood. We're counting on you, Patxi.
Depending on how this manifesto goes over, we might need we might need to make a hasty escape.
Ptolemy event for sure starts after the 10th, so we're not in a rush now. Oh, okay. Nice. We're good on time? Nice. Yeah, because I don't want to force any streams out and stuff like that, so I feel like we should be able to just chill out with the streams, do normal times, and still get to it. That's good. Halt. Who goes there?
We're the army who will bring the tyrannical even for to justice.
Gotta go. Have a good one, Josh. Have a good one. All good. See ya in the next one.
We ask that you read it and give us your response to its call to action.
You're with the rebel army. Okay, come on in.
Huh, that was easy. I'm actually kind of worried now.
Take care, Josh. Take care.
Everyone seems to be alright, at least for now. Let's see what they have to say.
So that's why we're hoping you can help us out with any food and medical supplies you can spare.
Maybe it's because he's grown old, or because someone's talked him into it, or because there's something strange going on in Russia right now. But all I know for sure is that the Tsar hasn't said one thing for the past 3 months, and the Oprichniki have cracked down on us harder than ever. The only reason this village has escaped their wrath is because we're located far from the closest highway, and because of how poor we are. All that said, young ones, the Tsar is still the Tsar. We Yaga must never forget what he has done for Russia and for us. If he hadn't come up with a way to combine us with the demonic beasts and turn us into Yaga, we would have died out long ago. It's only by his grace that we are alive at all. So we cannot lend our aid to the rebel army.
I see. Then I guess we're done here. Come on, delivery man.
Let me finish. That said, the Oprichniki have been out of control. They're neither Yaga nor the old humans. If the Tsar refuses to keep them in check, we have no choice but to defend ourselves. So, the question is, are you strong enough to take them on? That is what I would like you to show me.
You heard the man. How can we do that?
Oh, that's easy. We have a number of strong Yaga here in our village, as well as some domesticated demonic beasts. What do you say to battle against them? Not to the death, but anything else goes.
Sure. Doesn't seem like we have much of a choice.
Sure. Very well. Please step outside. I can't say I care to demonstrate my strength in this way. But I suppose we have no other choice. Very well then, let's give them a good show.
I don't get it. Why must everything in this world be decided by strength alone?
Oh, Mesh.
I'm sorry, it's nothing. Okay, master. Please go ahead and give Avicebron your orders.
Oh, mash you.
華麗なアクション見ててね。
遠慮はいりません。あがくのですね。
魔術師ども、糖分は取らなくっちゃ。
大根
だと思った。
解消。コールアバ。我が記憶の底より湧き出。原初のまた最果ての極光。サマープールドズマリ。十分楽しんだでし
細かすぎると思う。もう神々の王の慈悲を知る。絶
Shit,
滅とはこれこ
I'm
の
gonna
一つ。
last sacrifice that.
インドライブ活目しろ。焼き尽くせ。バサビーシャティ。是非もなし。いよいよ行くぞ。
コーラスお願い。
God damn, that's a lot of stars. Okay.
罪ある者こそ通る。そっちなんだ。
Can I?
承知した。
だと思った。
問題ない。
あっちだね。
Maybe? I don't think it's enough.
対薬剤大儀式開門。ロンゴミニアドからエクスカリバーに変装。聖剣抜刀。最新よ。我らが罪を許したまえ。
遅い。
Okay. And one shot. No! Useless.
問題は遅い。頭上注意だ。悪く思え。言葉は薄い。その天命に決別しろ。
Should have used her first skill.
華やかでした。
Oh, it's crit damage, right?
それは
I guess so.
新しく術を作って正解でした。
That should do it. As you can see, they're still very much alive. You mean you really didn't kill a single one? Are you a servant? Why, yes, I am. I see. We have heard of servants before. They say you're monsters from another world, yet you are terribly powerful despite looking like humans. 46% crit damage at level 8. Okay. Yeah, it would have been enough. Easily. Have you even heard that some servants possess power great enough to rival the Tsar? Are you sure? Are you one of them? No. There's nothing particularly special about me. I'm just a simple scholar and golem keeper. A perfectly ordinary human, as you might find anywhere else in the world. On behalf of our village, I promise to offer our full support to the rebel army. Though I'm afraid we can only spare a little in the way of food and medical supplies. That's okay. Even a little bit goes a long way. By the way, I trust you'll be delivering your manifesto to the two neighboring villages as well. Let me write you a letter of recommendation. It should help things go more smoothly when you visit them. Sure. Although, I'm afraid we've lost contact with the other two villages recently. They may have been overrun by bandits or demonic beasts. If they have, could I ask you to give them a proper burial? Burial. We will, sure. Please, store any food or medicine you can spare in this carrier golem if you don't mind. Now then, let us head to the next village. Dude, these arrows are snappy. These are the longest or the shortest arrows I've seen in a long time. I feel like none of the Salem arrows were this short. Give me an Ash with Kiara CE. Nope, that's the wrong saber face. Nope. Ah. Salem had like 9 sections. Fair.
This is terrible.
Damn, this is definitely a no-go. Let's head to the next village.
Shouldn't we look for survivors?
Don't bother. There aren't any.
Damn. No, it's all good. One short reason. The only reason why I like it with the Kiara C is because Ash, double Ash. If one of them has the Kiara C and my one has Matis, I can basically loop with both of them. But it's all good. It's all good. Hello, with like together with obviously skill 2 from Bocastoria. Oh, Apex has also 2 steps of overcharge. Oh, I see. Hello, is there anyone there? But is Buster C with full attack? Okay. Yeah, then it would be better, yeah. Hello, Shadow Border crew. Are you able to scan the area for signs of life? We're turning our equipment to make it capable of scanning for this world's life forms, using the Tiaga's life sign as a base. The Shadow Border scanner is an older model, so I'm told it will take some time. It'll take time to enter the parameters and cross-reference it with the approximation data. Suffice to say, it'll go faster if you just look around, Avicebron. Understood. Hey, anybody?
Over here. Master.
Are you alright? Yeah, I was just knocked out for a while there.
What happened here?
Bandits! We fought them off as best as we could, but we only lasted 4 days before they... Damn it! Are there any other survivors? I'm afraid not. Damn it!
Where these bandits run off to?
I don't know for sure, but probably one of the neighboring villages.
We're just at one of those villages ourselves, so they must have gone to the other one.
I've got a map here. Come on.
I'm afraid we can't take you with us, but I can leave this food and some medical supplies with you. Thanks. I'll be okay once I rest up. As for food, well, I'll figure something out. Yeah, you'll be okay. If you're gonna go help the other village, then hurry, before they end up like ours. And then again, I guess you can't really call this a village anymore. Sorry to leave you, but we've gotta go. Please, take one of my golems so we can hurry there, Master. I would hate for us to arrive late. It is but a flesh wound, yeah. Master, the golem I sent on ahead has found the village. How's it looking? Not good. They have lit a red signal fire.
Ah, crap, that's a distress signal.
There might still be time.
I see shadows in front of us. They're Yaga.
Out of our way! Out of our way! Move aside or we'll kill your dad. It would seem they're not interested in a peaceful discussion. I believe things will go faster if I simply knock them aside.
Right, please hurry.
True. Avicebron has like every single different style of golem. He is like one of the most useful servants you could have here.
少しだけ遊んであげる。そうはしゃがない。小ゼリアはここまでくっついたわね。アヌシーをさせるでしょう。終わったらみんなでね。優しい雨だけではありませんよ。楽園の妖精の名のもとに輝ける未来を示しましょう。約束された勝利の剣、あまたの希望は今一つに。セット。仲間がいるのは良いことです。王冠よ、力を。ちょっと休憩。楽しい時間はここまでだ。飛ぶわよ、マンナ。ゲートオープン。光栄に思いなさい。これが私の全力先生。打ち砕けアンダルテ・キガルシュ。敵味方問わず傷の手当てを。生きていれば違う運命を巡ってきます。
There they go. It would seem there's no need to follow them.
I guess they weren't actually trying to attack us.
Right, if anything, it looked more like they were running away.
They were running away and we were just like, kill them! Get their ass!
Some of them even broke away during the fight.
I'm sure there are any number of reasons why they may have done so, but for the moment, perhaps our time might be better spent making haste to our goal. What is it, Holmes?
It took some time to register the Yaga biosignals, but I've managed to by using Patxis as a base. That said, at this point, all I can do is use this data to determine if any Yaga are in the direction you're headed. For example, at this moment, I can tell you that there are several hundred Yaga along your current path. I rather doubt they're all bandits, so it would seem that there is still an opportunity to stop those who are.
Come on, delivery man. Let's hurry.
Snappy! Another one! Another one!
What's going on?
Oh, hello there. Are you the people from Chaldea?
Huh? Huh?
Did you say Chaldea?
Is there a no?
No, I mean yes, we are from Chaldea, but...
Oh, thank you so much for all your help. I'm so sorry I couldn't thank you properly back then. Oh, I didn't realize we'd left the distress signal burning. Hey, somebody put that fire out.
What's going on?
What do you mean? Aren't you the ones who picked up our signal?
Sorry, I don't know what... Well, we don't know what you're talking about. How about you begin at the beginning, Gramps?
Yes. Of course, it was the second day of the bandits' attack. We erected a barricade and did our best to hold them off from within the village, but none of us were strong enough to defeat even a lowly foot soldier. Nor, unfortunately, were the bandits. Things may have actually been better had they clearly outmatched us. Had they done that, they likely would have just made off with our possessions and spared our lives. Unfortunately, they were just as desperate as we were. A number of them were injured. I imagine they must just have run into some fierce resistance at the last village they attacked. So, for them, things had reached a point where it was either kill or be killed. Of course, we lit a distress signal soon after the attack began, but we didn't actually expect anyone to respond. Yuprichniki certainly wouldn't. They only exist to serve the Tsar after all. At best, we held out a sliver of hope that one of the nearby villages might send someone to help.
That's when someone from Chaldea came?
Exactly. They were human, just like you, so at first I thought they were a mage. I was certain we were holed up safely, with no way for anyone to get in, but suddenly, without any warning at all, they were just here. Then they approached the bandits and asked them why they were doing something so foolish. That enraged the bandits, so they turned their fury on the human, but whoever the human was, they defeated all of the bandits at once. Though they were completely surrounded, the human used some kind of weapon, a tin sword or something, to cut off a few of the bandits' limbs. I couldn't tell if it was magecraft or a trick you might see from a street performer in a big city. And then, there was the frightening bloodlust. It was like an immense pressure emanating from this human. I think even a creature would turn tail and run from it. The bandits were clearly shocked. They must have realized they were facing an opponent they couldn't possibly defeat. The ones who remained began to panic, scrambling to get away. They fled in the direction you came from. We were still dumbfounded by what we'd just seen when the human audibly sighed and said, "What a headache. Once again, I have cut something worthless." To me, their sigh sounded more like they're a little weary, but also kind and comforting. Then, after treating the injured Yaga's wounds, they headed off into the mountains. At this point, I had relaxed a bit, so I called out to them and asked their name. Their only reply was, "I'm from Chaldea." Then they clicked their tongue and went on their way.
What did this person look like?
Well, strangely enough, nobody can seem to remember them clearly.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Freaking Jack the Ripper skill.
We do know their clothes were worn and... they looked like they had been wandering for a long time. While their face was covered up by a hood. I distinctly remember they didn't have any fur, just like you, so I knew they weren't Yaga.
Then, there's another human here besides us, or maybe another servant.
Oh, it must be a servant.
If this person is claiming to be from Chaldea, they must be an acquaintance of yours. They might be one of the heroic spirits in Chaldea's records, like Atalante.
Yes.
At any rate, the important thing is that they're not our enemy. In fact, it seems that they seem to be improving our reputation.
What do you make of this, Holmes?
If Mr. Delivery summoned the servant, assuming that is what they are, it would make sense for them to say they are from Chaldea. But the only servant we have summoned here is Avicebron. Another possibility is that this is a servant summoned here by the land itself, like Miss Atalante, but that too seems highly unlikely. In which case, it may truly be another survivor from Chaldea. One who simply happened to wander in this frozen version of Russia, much like us.
Ha! Okay. What is she doing here? Wait, did they say he? They didn't have any fur, okay. Yeah.
Oh, I almost forgot. This is the Rebel Army's manifesto. Mind taking a look at it?
Oh, now I see. So Chaldea's allied with the rebel army.
Oh, that was not the voice.
Well, I certainly can't refuse after you've saved our lives. But we will gladly support you in any way we can.
Great. That's 2 out of 3 villages on our side. Not bad. There's nothing we can do about the one that was wiped out before we got here, though. Oh, right. There's a single survivor at the village that got wiped out. Can you send someone there to pick him up? If you can, it'd be nice of you to give him some work here. I'm sure he wasn't hurt too badly.
Well now, a survivor you say? Alright, I'll send someone out right away.
Great. Then that takes care of our mission.
Excellent. Now then, Patxi. There's one more place we need to stop, so here's where we must part ways, though temporarily.
Huh? You want me to go back by myself?
Wouldn't it be quicker for you to return without us, since we won't be slowing you down?
Are you kidding me? Avicebron's golems move way faster than I can. But okay, I'll ask the village chief to help me snag a bicorn. Alright, I'll give a report to Atalante. Just make sure you get back to the stronghold as soon as you can.
Roger that.
Great. Well, I guess this is goodbye now, for now. Anyway, I thought you guys are gonna betray us or get cold feet all of a sudden, but don't take too long coming back, you hear?
Lamenting. Okay, let me do this one, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. One arrow. Speedrunning LB1. Lamenting at night, crying at dawn. Yeah, what's up? Azok, what's up? Delivery mat, returning to base.
Mesh Kyrielite, returning to base. Welcome back, you two. Nice to meet you in person, Avicebron. It's an honor to meet such a distinguished golem master. No matter how bad things may get, the artist in me will never stop appreciating fine art.
You're too kind, Leonardo da Vinci. And the one who should be honored to meet you. Truth be told, I'm somewhat embarrassed to be greeted so kindly by such a renowned genius. Now then, I take it you called us here to do more than merely deliver a report.
Yep, I did. Come on, Mesh. You're overdue for a checkup. Oh, wait. I'm sorry, I completely forgot. I figured as much. Emergency or not. You still transformed again, didn't you? Normally, I want to examine you immediately, but of course, circumstances aren't exactly ideal here. Alright, off to the exam room with you. Take out a delivery mat for me, will ya, Holmes?
Certainly. Very well then, Gordolf. Now that we have the information Mr. Delivermat acquired for us, what say we use it to plan our next move? Yes, of course. So, what do we do next? Well, to begin...
Okay, you're all done. Doesn't look like anything major's messed up. Your servant spirit origin is still unstable, too unstable to rely on, but physically, you're totally healthy, better than healthy even. Back at Chaldea, your human body and spirit origin failed to work together, causing your body to attack itself in the form of auto-intoxication. But it looks like that disappeared during our voyage in void space. I really am a genius, aren't I? Even my medical care is flawless. Technical advisor Da Vinci? Could I talk to you about something? Oh? This sounds serious. Let me just grab myself a seat here. Right then, what's up? Hopefully it's something I can help you with. Be honest with me. How many more times can I fight as a servant? I know I've reached my limit as a demi-servant, but this is all too big for me to just sit on the sidelines and do nothing. I need to be able to fight beside Master again, even if it's unsafe. Da Vinci? Oh, forget it. No more cagey answers, and no more keeping secrets. It's really not a question of how many at this point. You're perfectly capable of fighting plenty now. Remember, you awoke the spirit origin that had been dormant in you for the last year. You might not quite be as... You might not be quite as strong as you once were, with the extreme cold and all. But it's not as if fighting is causing you a lot of pain, right? And that is because your body has acclimated to being a demi-servant again. At this point, it's actually just a mental thing. Of course, that's really the biggest challenge of all. Really? But I thought Galahad was gone. and he decided it wasn't worthy. Yep, I bet he did, the jerk. I'm pretty annoyed by that myself. It's been a year since the battle at the Temple of Time. After handling your medical care during that whole time, there's one thing I can say for sure. Galahad isn't helping you anymore. That so-called Holy Knight abandoned his responsibility to you.
Uh-huh. Wait. I just realized something. What if I do this? Oh. I see.
Might as well have written you a Dear John letter to say he wasn't going to help you anymore, and you just have to take care of yourself from now on.
Oh, there was this joke about Galahad being the Knight of Purity means that Mesh is somehow impure. Nice.
So yeah, he's bailed on you. He isn't coming back. Ever.
So, yeah, okay, they're gonna explain it right now.
But then, how was I able to transform? Simple. He and Galahad are different people. He only really allowed you to give form to his power. You were borrowing it from him. Thanks to your experience in battle, you grew your own as a Knight of the Shield.
Into your own as a Knight of the Shield.
The person you were when you fused with that heroic spirit and the person you are now are pretty much completely different people at this point.
Uh-huh.
Galahad may be gone, but you are a full-fledged emissary in your own right now.
So she's using what? Her own... She has her own spirit origin now? As Mesh Kyrielite and not as Galahad? That can use Lord Camelot?
Get it? The harm transforming has been doing to you, and the fact that your spirit origin seems weaker, none of that has to do with Galahad. That is all. That's all you. Your body, your mind. Your weakness is just the state of your body is in, and your inability to transform is completely as you'd like is just a matter of your own mind holding you back.
Uh-huh. Ah! Stop! Why does it do that? Okay. Holding you back.
Can you be more specific? Does that mean if I can resolve those two problems, I can be useful to everyone again? Well, with Galahad gone, the spirit origin dropped pretty sharply. You've lost more than half your power. It's no wonder you're not as strong as you used to be, so that's a plain old physical problem.
Pretty similar to Shiro sucking the experience and abilities of Emiya. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. I guess that kind of makes sense. The difference obviously being that Emiya is Shiro from the future, meanwhile Mesh and Galahad are not the same people at all, but yeah, it still does make sense.
It also means you've lost the skills, gifts, and protection that came from his legend. From here on, you'll need to develop and hone your own way of fighting.
Oh, oops. I should not have done that. Fighting.
Of course, we can help you with that. We just have to get back to the original plan. Original plan? You mean Project Ortinax? Oh, you know about that? Did Romani tell you? Oh, actually, I heard it from Director Marisbury. He said heroic spirits would probably reject the Demi Servant, so Project Ortinax would make up for any difficulty I might have in functioning properly as a servant. I can't believe he had that much foresight and still didn't think to stop the Demi Servant experiments.
I like the headcanon of humanity, recognizing Mesh as a hero during the Grand Order, giving her power, but it is headcanon. I think it's just her becoming stronger as a person and stuff, right? And developing servant powers. Okay, I mean, it kind of makes sense. I was thinking about the poison immunity. Yeah, we still do have poison immunity. I guess that's part of the powers that Mesh was able to develop. I guess.
Just what did he think heroic spirit bodies are anyway? He should be ashamed of himself, letting them degrade just so he could accomplish his goal. Well, now that I've been overly picky about my own methods, me standing here now, talking to you is proof enough, I suppose. Anywho, your physical strength issue should take care of itself over time. We can talk more about that later. So that leaves the mental aspect, Mesh. Right now, you're scared to transform. Your body refuses to make this sudden transformation because you're so riddled with doubts. Doubts? I am. Doubts? I am? Yes. And I don't mean our last conversation about how being a servant could harm you. Okay. So you're saying there's a different problem? Yep. This time, you don't really want to fight. Of course. That may have been true for all the other times as well. But when we were fighting to save humanity, it was obvious we were doing the right thing. So because of that, you were able to fight in spite of your fear. But that's not true anymore. We aren't facing that kind of threat this time around. You can sense it. I'm sure the Livermet can too. And that makes this an even bigger problem than Galahad being gone or the harmful side effects of your transformation into a servant. Mesh Kyrielite, can you fight for what you believe is right, even against a fellow man, even when the enemy hasn't done anything wrong?
Okay, that's cool. Well, how is this even helpful? All we've learned is that Russia has been overrun by a bunch of beastly barbarians. Gordolf, they're not beasts, they're Yaga. Isn't that what they're decided to call themselves? Not at all. The Kabbalah and alchemy may both be magecraft, but they are also quite different. Their magecraft base has their spells, and their spells may both differ greatly. But both are part of a system of knowledge and mechanics that is collectively known as magecraft. Beastmen and Yaga may appear the same to you, but I assure you they're entirely different. Wait, also, is Mesh now in the Throne of Heroes? She should be now, right? If she has her own spirit origin that she's able to call upon. Beastmen and Yaga may appear the same to you, but I assure you they're entirely different. These creatures you refer to, Gordolf, are werewolves, lycanthropes, and the like. They're demonic beasts who are awakened to their true nature by blood. No? Well. However, Yaga are a fusion of demonic beasts and human. As such, their closest approximation would be combined phantasmals, such as chimeras. I see. So Yaga and Beastmen have different origins, eh? Okay, great. I see we don't have a clear answer on it. Correct. However, the fundamental issue lies elsewhere. Only NASA knows? That sounds good to me. Oh? Listen closely. The Yaga, who form the country, they have their own culture, their own way of life. And is that in some way different from the singularities you claim to have resolved? Yes, very much so. The singularities we resolved created hypothetical versions of history at different points in time. Think of each as something of a diversion from the main track of history. Galdia resolved these singularities by ray-shifting to those points in time and setting history back on its proper course. Yeah, I feel like every single answer that has the Throne of Heroes in it is purely a theory. There's nothing definitive about the Throne of Heroes, I've learned. This is different though. The diversion point in history seems to be 450 years ago. Yeah. Most likely, it occurred at a moment that the Great Cold Wave hit
a hit, and even the terrible merged with demonic beasts to become a Yaga. Then this world singularity occurred in the past. It's over. Precisely. In other words, the hypothetical history this singularity created was continued into the present.
Yeah. I can imagine Luna, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot to debate on the throne, and it's all just theories at the end of the day.
Take Patxi's scoped bolt-action hunting rifle, for example. It's very similar to a modern-day gun.
Sounds good, Robert.
But it's still far from cutting-edge technology. I believe it is made with engineering that, from our standpoint, would be a half a century out of date. But that sort of firearm was cutting-edge back when it was introduced in even the Terrible's era. Furthermore, this one has a major trait that sets it apart from even our own modern-day weaponry. It's specifically designed to kill demonic beasts.
Oh yes, I noticed that as well. I have a similar magical gun myself, you see. When he fired his gun, a spell was activated, though it was a primitive one.
I believe that weapon was made with the intention to be used by the Yaga. Most likely, it uses magical energy instead of additional gunpowder to increase its muzzle velocity, thereby increasing its round penetrative power. Patxi seemed perfectly comfortable with it, as did the other Yaga. And from that, we can deduce that this world is entirely separate from our own. It followed an entirely different track of history than ours did. As such, it would be inappropriate to call it a singularity.
I don't care what you call it. We have a much more important question that needs answering. Will overthrowing even the Terrible actually resolve the issue or the problem here?
Given the nature of our enemy, I do think defeating him would have some effect on this world.
Come now, aren't you the world's greatest detective? Aren't you supposed to have brilliant flashes of insight or something?
I'm afraid there's very little to work with, even in the way of circumstantial evidence. Besides...
Oh, Forp, here we go.
Now's not the time.
Oh, he actually said it. That's a great detective for you.
That said, we may not yet know the full extent of the situation, but the problem isn't especially complex. After all, we know exactly who our enemy is, a version of even the Terrible, who's been ruling Russia for roughly 500 years. There's the single largest point of differentiation between our Russia's history and this one. There can be no doubt that he is key to this world. For the moment, our interests would best be served by continuing to aid the rebel army, as that is sure to lead us to even the Terrible in due time.
So, what you're saying is that we've got a long way ahead, full of twists and turns. Damn it! That's all. Oh, that's not all.
Indeed, the human maid serving even the Terrible, and their human-looking servant. The latter is most likely the woman we saw at Chaldea. Of course, it could also be Koyanskaya or the priest.
Oh, yeah. Just thinking about them gives me the chills. Well, me and my bank account in Koyanskaya's case.
The most pressing problem is the mage. Kirsharia called himself a crypter. He also said that there were 7 of them, which corresponds to the number of mages from Team A who disappeared from their coffins. It follows, then, that one of those 7 mages is now serving even the Terrible.
Well, I don't know if he's serving him, but yeah.
Assuming we wish to take Koyanskaya at her word, the mage is Kadok Zemlupus. Of course, we cannot be certain that this is the case at this stage. But if it is, then we must ask ourselves that what measures he is likely to take to deal with us.
The Polish twink. Ordinary people are scorned, and strong people envied. Those fancy mages from noble families, competing on skill. What a joke. As if they've ever won anything with their own 2 hands. Me, I worked to get where I was. I poured everything I had into it. Sometimes I'd cry like a baby for how meaningless it all felt, but I'd always dry my tears and keep on going. Is this Kadok?
And the ones who were born with money and power hated me for it. They called me a worthless dog. They said I wasn't even human, that I was nothing more than livestock. But when 7 people were assembled to serve as humanity's first line of defense, it was different. I was chosen to be one of them, and not for political reasons.
The only Polish character we had in Fate was Natalia. Ah, the groomer. Nice.
They chose me on my own merits, nothing more. But then, it was all over before it even began. I never had a chance. That's right, we were done, and there was nothing we could do about it. You have the most frightful expression on your face, Haddock. Are you alright? Huh? Oh, sorry. Nothing to worry about, I promise. Why are you always so quick to apologize? Do you still feel inferior? So, damn it. Look, I can't really help being a weakling I can't help being a walking inferiority complex. You still feel that way even though you were able to summon me. Luxury, jewelry, sell-off. Sometimes, I have no idea what you're saying. So, being able to summon you is a luxury like jewelry, and if I have a problem with that, you're gonna sound me off, is that right? Yes, that is perfect. Well done.
I actually like Anastasia.
I guess you're right. I'm a first-class mage, or master, which is why you're a first-class servant. But aren't you worried about how much magical energy you have? You know, that's a sore spot for me. It's a good thing that masters don't need magical energy from their masters.
Wait, casters don't need much magical energy
From their masters. But it still takes a hell of a lot to make a workshop empower a noble phantasm. Don't worry about that. My darling V will handle it.
She was a half succubus. I think people did mention that she was a half succubus at some point, yes. Natalia. And she was most certainly making use of her talents with Kiritsugu.
In proper human history, we were supposed to be some unimaginably horrific monster. Oh, he is. Nikolai Gogol came up with him. He's a monster with very heavy eyelids. But Gogol didn't come up with him out of nowhere. He drew inspiration from the fearsome Balor of Irish myth. And there were other sources of inspiration, like Solodivi Bunyo, whose fiery gaze could reduce entire towns to ash, and Bunyak, who is said to have killed no fewer than 40,000 people. V is the Romanov's little Easter egg, our secret weapon. Maybe he wandered into proper human history from the Lostbelt. V's power always was normal, even in his own time. Well, for my part, I was also surprised to find you were a mage, in the true sense of the word. I suppose. Now that I've been redefined as a heroic spirit, I've become a mage representing the version of Russia we are in now. I may have been a pathetic failure in proper human history, but in this Lostbelt, I've become a Grand Duchess of Ice. And it's all thanks to you, Haddox and Lupus. I'm sorry for the test. Twisted way I summoned you. That was the only way I could make sure you'd be a powerful heroic spirit. Was what I said unclear? I was thanking you in my own way. mind are irregular. Next to that, I cannot even remember my family's faces clearly. I may look like a human on the outside, but inside, I'm much more like Yaga. Much more Yaga. And because you summoned me to this Lostbelt, where even historical records are muddled, all I can remember is that I'm Anastasia, or Anastasia, the Grand Duchess, and a shaman who made a pact with V. Either way, I have no attachment whatsoever to proper human history. I'm happy to be a Lostbelt servant. You don't have to worry about anything. You're free to make use of me however you see fit. No, believe me, I have every intention of taking advantage of that power of yours. It is thanks to this power that I'm able to kill. I'll kill Chaldea, so that they no longer get in our way. I'll kill the rebel army, who would defy the Tsardom even in this Lostbelt Russia.
It's called the Tsardom? Oh.
And then... Whoa there. That's far enough, Grand Duchess. Remember, he's only sleeping. You gotta keep a lid on that magical energy of yours too. At least, while you're here. He's gonna keep on sleeping like a baby. And that's how it has to be for the time being. You're not much fun, are you? Oh, come off it. You think I don't know that?
Yeah, it makes sense that it's a Tsardom. I just didn't hear it before.
But I can't afford to lose again. Not this time. I'm gonna see this through to the end, no matter what. If I don't, that's it. I'm dead. I see. And then I hope you'll do your best to keep fighting, my master. I will. Okay. That's enough narrow-mindedness for one day. I'm going to work on my dress. Wait, hold up. Why'd you even need that? Why, for the ball, of course. There aren't any balls anywhere. Or, here. Then I'll throw one myself. You think anyone here still knows how to dance? You're gonna have to trust me on this. They don't. Not in this world. Oh crap. You're not planning to dance with me, are you? Of course not. Don't worry. I'm only joking. I would never put on a ball. And stop looking at me as though I were some sort of monster. The next time you do that, I'll freeze your feet to the floor and make you sleep in the hallway standing up. There. That's exactly what I'm talking about, master. You need to handle my charming insistence that I have my own way much better than you have been. That's exhausting.
Damn. I actually kind of like Anastasia. She's kind of interesting.
Morning, delivery man. Did you get a good night's sleep? I know a 4-hour nap isn't much, but I bet it's a lot better than sleeping outside. Now, here's some coffee and a plate of hard-boiled eggs. Or at least, rations that kind of resemble them.
One arrow? It's fine. It's a good arrow.
We ran out of eggs way back, sadly. Still, doesn't this make it feel like a typical morning inside a cramped submarine?
Thanks, Da Vinci.
No problem. Anyway, now that you're awake, there's something important we have to discuss.
Is this about Mesh?
Nice to see her quick on the uptake, and thanks for worrying about her, that's kind of you. I put Mesh back in her old role as a navigator. She's on board, naturally. Your heroic spirit summoning went great. Avicebron is proving to be a very dependable servant. He's probably the best one we could have hoped for in this frozen wasteland. We can't fight the cold with combat prowess alone. Now can you?
You can't.
Even Napoleon ended up losing to Russia's cold, and that was proper human history to boot. But Avicebron's golems can serve as walls and labor. Hell, they're fixing the border even as we speak. And of course, they make great soldiers too. So since Smash can't fight, there's no reason for her to accompany you, or have you to keep her safe, or for you to have to keep her safe.
Okay, I'm fine with that. So she's gonna be staying here for the time being.
Great, glad to hear it.
God damn it.
Master!
Yo, morning.
Good morning.
Yo, awkward.
I'm so sorry, Master. I won't be able to help you on the front line anymore.
It's okay, I'll be fine.
Hi.
I know you'll do a great job guiding me again.
Master. Yes, I will. I promise I'll do my best, my very best as your navigator.
Good morning, Mr. Delivery Mat. I'm sorry we couldn't let you rest longer. I do hope you made the most of your warm blanket while you had the opportunity. Now then, back to the task at hand. Our goal remains the same. Find out what's happened here. Thanks to your previous efforts, we now know several things. There's a new race of people called Yaga. Even the Terrible lives and has ruled for the past 500 years. An endless storm rages at the fringes of this world. And there's the mysterious tree. I believe unraveling the mysteries of each of these points will determine our future course of action. To begin, we need more information on even the Terrible. Fortunately, we have the rebel army's trust. At present, we plan to continue working with them in an effort to make our way to him. If at all possible, I would like to help the rebel army with their aims as well. Having them to reach the point where they can defeat the Oprichniki would be ideal.
Atalante may be a famous hunter in Greek myth, but I fear she would have a hard time facing even the Terrible.
Can't you summon a more powerful servant? You know, like the King of Heroes, or the King of Conquerors, or the King of Knights?
Yeah? The entire squad from Zero? The King squad? The, oh man, the episode 11 squad?
I'm afraid that, in that particular regard, our prospects are rather dim at the present moment. Summoning such a powerful servant here would be sure to spark all manners of rumors. If the rebel army hasn't heard any such rumors, then it is safe to assume that there is no heroic spirit in this world who could save it even single-handedly. Of course, there's always the possibility that they have heard such rumors and simply haven't yet told us. I suppose that would be too much to hope for. This is not an ideal time for a bold, daring plan. At the moment, we need to focus on laying foundations.
You said it. Okay, Gordolf, time for you to go back to checking tomorrow's weather forecast.
Anyone could tell you what tomorrow's weather will be here. Blizzard, blizzard, and more blizzard!
Alright, see you later, Mesh.
See you soon. Right, good luck, Master.
Hey! And that's that. It was about to have an hour arrow. That's fine. That's normal. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up for today here. How long is the next one? One arrow, great. Vodka. It's called vodka. Kinda short, not gonna lie.
日本では月の模様を見て慣れた頃ほど
But yeah, anyways, there should be a stream tomorrow. Yeah, there should be a stream tomorrow. Maybe even similar time as today. Maybe 1 hour later than today. You know, the usual time. I'll see. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna just wrap it up here. I have a new light, as I said at the beginning, so I'm gonna be doing some stuff right now. And trying to set it up better, but yeah, thank you guys for joining. Don't forget to do the trial quest. I'll level upgrade, do the trial quest, master missions. I'll do everything that's not story off stream. And tomorrow we're gonna be continuing on. The story is so good. It's so good. So I'm excited for it. But for now, I'm gonna wrap it up. So, thank you for joining, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Bye, guys.